attacked or anything on the way.
I want to check on that head that with the sphincter face with the soul gem inside of it.
Okay.
What's going on with that? Is that still very, very
It's
dead?
oozing all over the deck.
Was that put in the bag of holding?
No.
No, he's carrying
Okay,
it
where
on him.
You're just carrying it? Okay. Okay. Roll me. How many days has it been?
Wait.
See,
So
when
this
are
is
you
a head,
exactly-
right? Like
This is just a head.
It's an undead head, right?
Nyx will point at Carillion and order him to take a cloth and cover its eyes.
Oh. Why?
I didn't actually explain why. I just told you to do it.
No.
Okay. When everybody dies, I'm totally gonna kill you again.
Sure, but
Okay, so
face, it has no eyes.
where have you been keeping this head?
Oh, it's just been hanging off the back of my backpack by a chain.
So you have a 3 foot by 3 foot head hanging off the. Okay.
From what's his name?
From the jailer.
No,
right?
no, not that guy. That guy is
This was the dude that had that stone in his chest or whatever that was trying to jump off the ledge. We kept Thorn whipping him back.
Yeah, there we go.
No, you don't have his head. You have the gem from him.
No, I took his head too.
You couldn't have taken his head.
Why?
He turned into he turned into that gem, the quote unquote soul gem. Once you guys knocked him out, he turned into that soul gem thing.
Gotcha. And just to recap, the dealer and that blue bitch made it out.
No,
not exactly.
Their bodies are ash, but
or no, they went through the portal, right?
So what basically happened was, when you guys killed him, their bodies turned to ash, and in their place was this sort of black diamond-like gem.
Okay.
Thulves picked that up and then tried to jump into the portal, but Bramnik pretty well fucked that plan up repeatedly.
Gotcha.
And so when Thulves died, those two gems fell. Bramnik tried to pick them up in eagle form or whatever.
We had Tumo. Tumo did it.
Yeah, Tumo did. And you guys managed to retain one of them, but the other two fell into the portal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have it here under my treasure list. Head of Thulves and Soul Gem, in parentheses, wrapped in a chain.
Yeah, so here's what would have happened, basically. Thulves' head has essentially turned to ash, like the other bodies.
Okay, well, as we pried the soul gem out of his body.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and
so that has turned to ash, basically. The gem you guys still have. What did you guys decide to do with it?
I took
play hacky sack with it.
I mean,
Nyx would have suggested just like put it somewhere secure and shit. She's honest. I don't know. I would imagine Nyx would just treat it like a very dangerous item, no matter what it is.
Somebody tell me that it's rock candy.
Oh god, that would be great.
So yeah, I'll just go ahead and retcon that one then. I'll just say I grabbed the soul gem, wrapped it in a chain, and asked Todd to stick it in the bag of holding. If that would be safe.
Ty, you gonna do that then? Okay. For the moment, we'll say that he does that. We'll retcon if Toss says anything different. In the meantime, yeah, you guys head down. Are you wanting to check on the soul gem along the way? Or are you just sort of like, let's just leave it in there, or what?
I guess Nyx would probably want to check it out. And dagger as well? Because we have that too, right? We haven't actually
Yeah, I don't know that.
identified that.
Did you identify the dagger?
No, we just grabbed everything.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna go check that out, I'm gonna stand guard really close by.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
I'll be back in a couple
I'm
minutes.
gonna stand guard really far
Okay.
away.
You're really good at that. I have no problems.
Okay.
Birdie's got 3 arrows ready, 1 for the gem, 1 for each of us.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So, where do you want to start? What one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the dagger. Oh, actually,
Okay.
I want to ask: is it the same dagger that that Nick stole like way back when,
Yeah.
or is this?
Yeah,
So it's the same exact
same
dagger.
fucking dagger.
Okay, cool. Well, fucking PTSD. All right then. Yeah, cool.
Are you gonna cast Identify on it, or?
Yeah, why not?
Wait,
Yep.
isn't this the same dagger we took out of like Saria's back when we
Alright.
went to rescue?
This was the same dagger
Yeah.
that.
So
that
this is what you get. The
Cliff
dagger of Amon Sul is a 1d4 plus 1 dagger. If the target is a spellcaster, roll a d4. The dagger then steals that spell slot or lower if possible. Once the dagger has gained 100 levels of magic this way, it can be unleashed in a powerful attack.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay,
So-
Nick's like grabs a piece of cloth and like just like takes 2 fingers and like just picks up the blade like just very very delicately and like extends her hand way out and is like, somebody take that.
I'll take it. Unless hey Birdie, you want this? It'll take somebody's spell.
Nah, go ahead.
I'll take it then.
Okay. And then I'll check out the gem.
Okay, so make me, even with Identify, make me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So you get the impression, generally speaking, that this thing has sort of it has a magic component to it, but it's not entirely arcane magic. There's something else to it, and you're not entirely sure what. It's not something you're proficient in or necessarily good at. It is, from what you gather, it is quite literally a housing. It is a soul gem. It's exactly what it is. It holds the soul of someone you probably could assume Thulbs. Or whatever the closest thing to a soul that he has, or whatever. The essence of that person.
Is there a volcano nearby?
You're not entirely sure beyond that what's up with it. It would require a lot of study, a lot of research to really get an idea of what the hell this thing really is.
Okay. Well, okay. So Nyx will just take a second to kind of absorb that information in her head and just kind of relate to the group that she's going to name this thing a corrupted soul gem because that's what it fucking looks like.
And it's been in the bag of holding, and then I'm just trying to figure out exactly where it went.
Yeah. Nyx will give it back to, I think Ta had it.
Okay. So when are you gonna check it out? Along the trip, yeah. Next day or something, or
fuck it, why not just do it right now?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're near me, so if I go crazy, they can at least put me down.
Don't go.
Okay, so we'll say you do this in transit. I need you to roll me a 6, 7. I need you to roll me a d20.
Oh.
Just straight d20. 19. Okay. Hang on. I gotta figure this out.
Oh boy.
If that is a quote-unquote saving throw, it gets a +2.
It's not a saving throw.
Okay.
19 dragons surround your.
Brothers.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So
I
got it.
just to recap, Saber. Nick's just identified the dagger we grabbed, which happens to be the same exact dagger that Cliff had, or whatever.
Mhm.
So there's that, and I think we're checking out the black gem right now.
Well, what
Okay, and
was
we'll
the
just
dagger?
say this is the day after. That
Sure.
way you guys have a long rest or whatever. Okay. So
Oh,
got
boy.
it. So then what do you want to do? Just give it back to Todd like I don't want this anymore or what?
Well, you said I had to identify it, right?
Yeah.
And that was the
Yeah,
roll?
and so we'll just say for the purposes of this, you spend the 20 minutes to identify each item
Yep.
via ritual.
Okay.
That's no problem. And then what do you want to do with the gem afterwards?
Did I get any information on it?
That it is essentially a soul gem, but it would require a lot more research. There
Okay.
are components to this you don't understand at all.
Okay, yeah, then
Um,
Nix will just explain
Well,
that
to
and
wrap
just
that
say that
up
it's
in the
beyond
chat.
her understanding, and then suggest that maybe this is something we should give to Saria to investigate further.
So what did the dagger do?
The
Soul.
yeah, it's right above. Do you have the roll 20?
No, I'm just in voice comms. That's all.
Okay.
I'll DM
Can you see chat? Like the Discord chat?
Yeah, I can go back into it.
Okay, here. I'll paste it in there for you real quick.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, I was wondering why you were so quiet.
This is what he got.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah. All right. So that is the situation for the moment.
And now we all die.
Well,
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
I've already died.
Yep.
And whose
Can
fault
we
is that?
make it? Can we make it twice? We'll see. So, you guys make it to the island though, pretty much unmolested, and you guys can put down there, no problem. It's not an issue at all.
Turn off the ship, get the crystals resting.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then there's that tomb if you guys want to check it out. I totally spaced and didn't grab my drink, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to let you guys decide what you want to do going forward, etc. What I will say is Vora is recovering. If you remember her.
Nope.
This is the little girl you guys managed to.
What's Valera's status?
She is currently. I'm gonna move you guys to the ship just for a moment.
Still not bad.
She is currently in that room there, the bottom right, for the moment.
Okay.
Try. Actually, as you go in, she's breathing. Like, it's not like heavy breathing or labored breathing or anything like that, but it's very shallow, like very, very shallow, like more so than you're used to when sleeping. She has tons and tons of cuts and scars across her body. Her skin is kind of ashen, although I don't think any of you have ever actually seen what she normally looks like. So you're not sure if that's a truly bad thing or what is going on. No response.
Okay, cool.
She had when she came out, she had a sword. She no longer does. You do notice upon further investigation, she does have a new bracelet around her wrist. It's an iron band. That's what it looks like, with some script inlay, and I don't know that any of you guys can read it.
Is it magical?
Yes, it is very much magical.
Okay, is there anything else on her that's magical?
Let me see.
Hey, Nix. Why don't we check out what that iron band is? That doesn't look normal.
She did have a
So-
Hey, Carillion, how would you feel if you were sleeping and somebody just started taking shit off of you?
Okay, so there is a.
I mean, no, but still, like, that's fucking rude.
She has her mask, which has like a very tiny bit of magic in it.
Okay.
But
You and
it
masks.
seems to be fading, if anything. Yeah, well, this is the original character with masks. And then let's see. Just going through everything so that you guys actually know what she's got. Let's see. There is. Nope, actually, that's about it.
Okay.
And her ring next to in the box that Todd thought he put away perfectly and didn't.
To be fair, I didn't really care either. I just kind of put
I
it
know, but,
Bad
but it
Noah.
was pretty funny.
All right, cool, dude.
Shame on you.
So she is still
Anyway,
pretty much
she
incapacitated.
seems to be alive. You can make, like a medicine check if you want to see anything else, but that's what you get from just sort of a quick, glance or whatever.
Okay.
Meantime, I'm going to let you guys decide what you want to do going forward. I do need to go grab my drink because my throat hurts like hell.
No comment.
So you guys said this was your old traveling companion?
Yep.
Didn't seem that way when she was trying to stab the shit at Ta and Bramnick.
No, she was under some sort of charm at the time. It wasn't her.
Sure.
Just to be clear, though, I would have won.
We all know you would have won, Taha. I no doubt about that. If we were throwing bets, I would have put all my money on you. Don't worry. Next time,
Bullshit.
do that.
Consider you were still under the effect
She
of that
was-
whatever the hell
She was
giant
right
potion.
next to the cliff edge. I had plans.
Okay. Well, either way, it clearly looks like she's not ready to get up or go anywhere. So maybe, I don't know. I am still concerned about her state of mind when she wakes up, if she does. So maybe we could have somebody like watch over her while whoever decides to go to that ruin.
Yes, sir. I'm not a babysitter.
We could have Marie Nissig take care of it.
Well, I was thinking Barter could stand there. He seems pretty adequate with unarmed combat. So I mean,
Sure, either one or both.
I mean, yeah, but Barter just comes in handy so much. I think I'd like him with us in
okay.
case anything goes down.
Yeah, that seems fair. And
We'll
Yeah.
ask him.
I think I want to bring Kara with me too. She seems like she's good in a fight.
We'll probably want somebody that can check for traps.
Birdie, have you met Kara? Have you guys met?
I don't think
When we
so.
were leaving, yes, I think he did. She's the lady who put that hole through that rust devil thing when we were trying to leave from that giant portal
What?
room. With
Oh,
the very
yeah.
loud pistol.
I don't think she's
Yeah.
seeing anybody. If you're interested, Birdie, I could put in a good word for you.
Oh
Huh?
my God. I'll just fucking face palm.
I won't even respond to that.
I don't think she'd even be interested. Not
Yeah,
not
who
your
do you think-
fault, Birdie. It's just she doesn't seem like the type.
Who do you think Birdie is? Bramnick?
Well, it's not that. It's not that. It's just like Kara doesn't seem like the type to be interested in relationships like that.
She's not the only one.
Sweet. It's mutual then. We're agreed. All right. Was there
So
anything
we all
else?
going to be going to the ruins then? Maybe
Sure.
Bramnik can stay behind and watch over the ship.
Take care of Melee? Be an actual father?
Sure.
Super absentee. That's kind of our fault.
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way?
You're a little quiet, but yeah.
A little
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah, you're fine
Let
though.
me just turn you up. 153%.
I usually just ignore you, so
Well, yeah, I expect.
That's nice. Okay. So, yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
So we
I'll move back to the map.
We're go ahead and ask Barter if he wants to go examine the ruins with us, or if he wants to stay on the ship and maybe keep watch over Valera, just in case.
Yeah, he sort of looks at you and goes, "I'll keep watch." That
okay.
seems the best choice, considering.
Okay, buddy.
And you actually notice that he's sort of taken a liking to Vora to an extent, and is trying to keep her calm and okay for the most part.
Cool. I guess Nix will ask Bramnik if he wants to come along or stay.
He just looks at you and goes, "I'm following you guys."
Okay.
giddy.
I guess she'll also extend the invitation to Kara and probably not Sid.
As you sort of come over to Kara, she's at the helm at the moment, we'll say. And Sid's up there, and she's just sort of watching him. He is sleeping like a baby right now, snoring the whole 9 yards. And she's like, I'll just keep a watch on him for the moment. I just, yeah.
Okay. If you need to get a hold of us, Malay has a walkie-talkie, so you can get a hold of us that way if you need to.
At the words "walkie-talkie," she sort of looks at you like confused.
Shit. Sendings. A different type of sending stone.
She just sort of nods and then goes back to what she was doing.
Jesus Christ.
I get this kind of weird look on my face, like, you've still got those?
Of course we do.
Wow.
Well, I also have a sending stone. It was either
Yeah.
Sid's or hers. I forget.
Oh, you are
You have, yeah. You still have her the sending stone to Sid, actually,
Okay.
because you got it from her. And then you have the one to Saria.
Speaking of which, did we get anything back from that?
From what?
The sending stone from Saria?
Not as of yet.
Cool deal.
Alright.
Well,
I don't know that you
guess,
guys.
we'll hit it.
Yeah. I had just.
Did you?
You just said like, oh god, when was it?
You mentioned that we got that when we first got there. You sent the sending
Yeah,
stone message
I did
saying,
that, but also as we cleared the storm wall, I sent her one just saying like we're on our way back.
Right. Okay.
"Oh, right, okay."
Yeah, actually, you would have gotten one once you left the wall. Saying that something to the extent of the fleet is nearly ready if you need it.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you
okay.
couldn't get any messages inside the wall.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay.
Fuck your fleet. We don't need that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So, how far
So-
are we from the actual ruins themselves? Did we head close, so to speak?
You guys could have landed pretty close to it,
Okay, cool.
so you guys could probably head that way.
Well, we just need to shut everything down before we go.
Yep. So
why
you
we
guys
heard
land
this.
in the water, shut the crystals down and everything, and they begin to recharge. You know you need a minimum of 8 hours before the crystals have enough charge to get you to Dragon's Mouth,
Mm-hmm.
where you can basically dock in the air, but the docks hold you up and let the crystals recharge on their own.
Well,
So
I mean, it shouldn't be too big a problem. We'll just treat it as a camping trip. We know we've killed basically everything on the island.
all right,
Well, that or it left.
combination both maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
All the above.
Okay, so you guys, what do you guys want to do? Head over to the shrine, check out other stuff, whatever.
I figured we were
I'm
gonna
with
go to the tomb thing.
Yeah,
So
to the tomb.
To the
Okay.
crypt.
So you guys head back to the tomb itself. Let me get
I'm gonna make sure Nyx is like not in front or near the front of the line here, just because I remember that I think we were both flying when we went down here, so we didn't like walk on anything and set off anything. So if anybody,
Yeah. We need people to check for traps.
yeah,
Hey, birdie.
Sorry, that's not in my job description.
All
It
right,
is-
so you guys come to the stairwell outside in the circular mound that you found before that leads to the tomb.
What's that in the middle there?
It looks like a statue of some kind, depicting a human in armor, or humanoid in armor. It's completely armored. You really can't tell what, race or species it is. But it seems old, weathered. It's about 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I'll check for traps on my way.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So on your way down, you don't see any traps, or your way there.
There's just
I assume you guys are gonna go
in the
inside?
house.
yep.
All right. Yeah, you guys can place your tokens if you want. I'll grab yours, Ta, real quick.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Put you second in the line with
Yeah,
Birdie in the front,
fine.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of a thin staircase. It's old, cracked, but it seems structurally sound. It just seems old as shit, right? Oh, let me grab Bram Nick while I'm at it.
All right, I'm back.
Just
What
gonna
I
do that.
miss?
You need to throw your token down, my friend.
We all died
And
because you weren't here.
the architecture is similar to what we've been finding in like those caves and stuff and everything, right?
Kinda, yeah. The parts that, well, not on the island. That architecture was slightly different.
Okay.
This is more akin to bits and pieces that you've seen across this island.
Okay.
But I'm gonna arrange you guys just slightly differently because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. Do that. You guys head down into the area. Like I said, no traps that you guys could see. Let me.
As we start
There.
descending, I'm going to scan the open area one last time.
Okay, make me a perception check. Nothing seems out of the ordinary at all. Just, I mean, you guys cleared out the area pretty well. And it doesn't seem like anything's changed.
All right.
As you enter into the tomb itself, Ta and Nyx would recognize the 4 statues in the kind of corners here. So these ones here. And then 4 here in the center, each sort of facing a slightly different way. And then the tomb here. The room is lit from the doorway here. It has some light, but it's pretty dark in here, to be honest. So, Krillian, you might have a little bit of trouble seeing.
Oh, great. Fine, I'll light a torch.
All right.
Unfortunately, we all die from smoke inhalation.
Nah. I mean, I would, because that'd be hilarious, but no.
How big
Natural
is
gas
this
is
Nah,
so
you
chamber?
much
mean-
where everything explodes.
What's that?
How big is this chamber?
Well, let's see. About 100 feet by 60.
How tall is it?
It's got a roof of about 10, 12 feet, maybe 15.
We'll be
Towards the
fine
center.
here for at least another
Sort of
couple hours.
tapers around. It's slightly domed. So, yeah, and so these are there are these pillars here,
Are there any sconces?
and then that statue in the center, and then you've got yeah, the tomb on the far side.
Any
what do you guys wanna do?
sconces on these pillars to like put a?
There are some sconces along the wall and in the pillar on the pillars for torches, but there are no torches in them.
Cool. Oh,
Nyx will just conjure fire in her hand.
Okay.
Look around and see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
yeah, this
Nice.
gives me a bit of
Um,
heebie-jeebies.
So with that perception check, you notice that there is some script on the base plate on each of these sides to this pedestal with the 4 statues in the center. There also seems to be some script here on the tomb itself.
Can I read said script?
What languages do you know?
Apparently none.
None at all. Okay. So no, you can't read anything.
I'd say probably common and whatever monstrosities use.
You're half.
That's my.
I don't know that they use anything really. Monstrosities don't typically.
Apparently, I
speak.
didn't pick my languages.
Okay. Well, you'll have to do that soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. This will be. Actually, I think one of you could probably read it.
I'll try reading it. What is it?
What do you know?
Common and draconic.
No.
Okay.
Nyx, can you read Primordial?
Yep.
Then you can read it.
Cool. Does Birdie say that there's some letters there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Nyx will walk over to the closest one, I guess, over here, and
That
read
one there?
Yeah, read that.
I'll meet about halfway.
Okay. So you read that one, and it says, "The third drinks and is always thirsty."
Oh,
I'll put
fuck.
that here and here.
Fuck.
Hey, there are 4 sides, right?
All right, guys, shut up for a second. Hold on. All right. I need to tell you something right now, okay? Just hold on. All right. From what I understand, back in the day, elementals used to love fucking with people, and they loved doing this weird shit where they'd put in these riddles, and it's like a trap, or it's not.
Yay!
There's no way for me to know, okay? So I'm just saying this is either good or very bad. But either way, we got riddles. God damn it.
Yay!
Right, but
Well,
with
let's
my
get all the
torch and
pieces.
with my perception, do I notice that the statues are holding anything like weapons?
So these outside ones, these 2 here on the far corners by the doors, hold shields. These 2 here hold swords. These ones here. Sorry, I have everything written down, and I'm just trying to make sure that I actually get everything right for you guys. It's one
Yeah,
of those
that's
things where it's
usually
like,
how-
where it's like I gotta actually make sure I know what the hell I'm doing, because half the time.
Otherwise, the puzzle doesn't work.
Yeah, something like that. Where did this go? Here we go. Yeah, so those ones hold nothing.
All right.
They are slightly taller than the others. And Upon closer inspection, there is a sort of a round, I guess you could call it like a breastplate sort of thing in the center that seems to have some sort of reflective property. Or it almost looks like looking into water to an extent, or crystal or glass.
Oh. Pretty.
Nix will walk around the statue here and just like read each one and like read them aloud.
Okay. So hold on one second.
Yep.
Nix, you said this is a trap, but are you sure you should be reading these aloud?
No, I said this could be a trap or it could not be a trap. They
Okay, so
usually
what
won't-
order are you going to do it in? 'Cause,
well, I started here and I think I went this way, went down.
okay. So you can see each one looks like, say, the one that you're in front of right now looks like it's sort of almost stepping out that direction. So
All right.
as you read that one, it will be. It says, "The second eats and is never full." I'm putting these into Discord here
Yay!
for Ta. Because
that is much appreciated.
yeah, I'm trying. The next one that you read is "The first runs and never wearies," and then the last one you read is "The first sings a song that never ends." Or sorry, the
Okay.
fourth sings a song that never ends.
Okay. And is there any other writing elsewhere, like on that tomb?
Yeah, there was on the tomb.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go read that as well.
Okay, it says, "You hold a candle, I'll dance and play. Give it to me, I'll go away."
Carillion is holding a torch right now, right?
Mm-hmm. And Nyx is using fire to sort of lighten things up right now.
Right.
Are there any inscriptions on
The 4 statues.
these
on the
guys?
outsides.
No, there are no inscriptions. However, it would go. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get this all correct. So that one was there.
Did you just
The
say
center, they are exactly the same as these ones, except the center piece there has some sort of blue metal on it. Or sorry, is that right? No, that one is green. This one here is red. This one here is blue. And this one here is white.
What exactly does that mean? With the colors?
Well, that's kind of what
Kinda
you're
what we
figure
have.
out, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It
asking
could be
the party.
anything. It could be anything. These, all I know is that the elementals used to put these little things here all over the world just to fuck with people, and that's really all my understanding is that it's either a trap or it's a treasure. But I have only heard like fairy tales about this kind of stuff. I really don't know much about it.
Well, there's only one thing to do.
Why don't we just match colors?
What with elements?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it out. Where's the red one? I'll guess Nyx will run over to the red one.
So the red one would be here.
Okay.
Is there a red one on the outside?
Yep,
Okay.
out here in that corner.
I'm gonna guess that the blue one is whichever one is blue, so that's like water. That's the thirsty one.
Okay.
I'll look back toward the party for like confirmations. Like, does this sound good?
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
put them in order, right? So it starts here, and goes counterclockwise. Okay, starts at the top, goes counterclockwise. I'll give you the whole thing in order. It's right there in Discord, and I'll put it in here too.
So the one that's talking about water is red?
Hold on. Is that right where it starts? Trying to make sure I actually get this right, because it's a little bit confusing
I think this one
on everyone. However, basically, this one here
Oh, that's the top
is
one.
drinks,
Okay, that's the water. Okay.
and then eats,
So that's eat.
Can we draw on this?
runs,
Yeah.
sings. So it actually starts here. My bad.
That's a good
Starts
call.
off to the left.
Do this.
And where's the blue one on the outside?
Blue on the outside is here.
And the red?
Red is here.
Okay. And then what was
So
the
is it
others?
like a
The
that
white
like a
one would
plate
be
that's
wind,
embedded in?
right?
This is white,
And there's green.
and then green.
Okay, so that's green. And then which one down here in the middle is green? Or is there a green one?
Okay. There is no color on these ones.
Oh, okay. So just those two have the colors. Okay.
No, these two here don't have colors at all.
Oh,
You guys have applied those colors for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
I was
I don't know.
confused on that.
I'm
Then.
keeping track of whichever one says what with the colors. That
Oh,
I think is
okay.
linked to the ones.
Gotcha. Okay.
So is the color like a plate that's embedded in them, or what?
It's sort of almost like a rounded chess piece. Let me find a picture. Think of it almost like the center metal piece of like a buckler shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
But they're different colors, just integrated into the metal itself.
Right. So the second one that eats and is never full, is that the red one?
There's no color on the script.
Well,
There is a
on the statue.
well, I mean, okay, so there's two sets of statues. It's really hard to. Somebody just take a screenshot, send it to Ta. This will help.
I vaguely remember the thing because there's a statue on either side of the tomb, right? And then there's 4 in the middle, I think. Or am I misremembering? It's been a while.
Yeah.
If you have a rectangle, there's
Yeah,
statue
so
on the top
there's
right
script.
and the bottom right, and then there's
So
another statue.
there's a script, right?
Mhm.
On each, so there's the 4 in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And on each side of that pedestal is one of these lines.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like
On the
right.
outside of the room, the other statues have certain parts that are like painted a certain color.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So they're two different sets.
Well, I know what. I think I know what eats and never gets full. That's fire.
Yep.
Because
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
And you have some fire in your hand, so
Okay. I will.
Wait, let's figure out what the other ones are for sure first. We know that the
Okay.
one that drinks and is never thirsty is probably water. Wait, no, hold on. Water
are you
runs.
sure?
No, wait.
yeah,
what?
water runs. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and change green with the blue.
I would bet wind sings a song
Mhm.
that never ends, or air, or
Which means
that element.
Which means if they are elements, then the last one had to be earth.
Yeah, well,
Third one.
makes sense. It would make sense. We did have a puzzle with similar to this using elements
Yeah,
before.
that was nice.
Okay.
So that one's that. Green is gonna be here, or blue water.
Here, I can actually probably move these onto your overlay.
Let me take a picture real quick first, just to send it to.
Hold on, before you do. Let me do one thing here. Hoping these will appear well enough. I'm going to move this on so you guys can actually see it properly. So GM there.
Don't tell us the answer.
No, it's not. There. That's on the token layer now. So you guys should see what ones are what colors there with the labels.
Cool.
That'll help. I hope. Now take a picture and stick it in Discord for Todd.
Sent. Quote, well, sending. Let's see. So for whatever reason, I can't erase green anymore. The one with the blue square on it.
I got the green smudge out for you.
Thank you.
Not really sure how I have that permission, but I do.
I'll take care of that.
Wait.
There, they're all labeled. Good to go.
You can't really read it super well on the phone. From the picture.
Yeah, I know.
You said top right had a blue chest plate, right?
Top right is green.
Ah, okay. Then in that case, boom. Okay, so the first one is what runs and never worries. Third is what drinks is always thirsty. That's probably the ground, right?
Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that would be the green one. What am I doing?
Bramnick, go stand in front of the Earth one. You can do an Earth thing, can't you?
So he's gonna
Oh, wait, no,
he's gonna
he's-
ask which one you mean. At this point,
Well, could we just like scoop some dust off the floor?
Well, we could always ask him to just, rub off some of the dirt off of him and just, put it in the hands of the
oh Jesus!
statue.
I mean, you're not completely wrong, but also Jesus.
Let's see. I guess Nix will read it off and then see the green one stands for Earth. So she'll say, stand here, and then walk back to where she's supposed to.
Bramnick stands there.
So who can cast some sort of wind spell? Anybody got that?
I think talk.
I can break wind.
I don't remember if
Birdie,
I still
good
have that or
enough.
not.
Todd, you have that weird thing that blows people away, right?
I might have swapped that out. I don't remember.
Let's see. You have currently
It would have been second level.
second level. You have Enlarge, Reduce, and
Sorry,
Agnazar's
first.
Scorcher.
First level is what it would have been.
You have Thunderwave, Shield, Expeditious Retreat, and Burning Hands.
Nope.
It was second because I got the Agonazar's Scorcher instead. So yeah, no, I
Yeah.
got rid of it.
Huh.
I can cast Gust as a cantrip. That might work.
There you go. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So hang on, I'm looking at the map here, and you've got all of them marked except for the top and the right one in the center. So
the top one is white.
the white. Okay, top one. And then the
Let
white
me-
yeah,
let me-
so
let me-
Those ones are what you guys think they are.
Yeah,
That's your guess so far.
from what
Okay.
the writings indicate. Yeah.
Here, I'll post another picture with the colored squares instead of the text.
Yep.
I think Bramnik can also conjure water.
I don't see that on his
This
list.
feels so ghetto. Take
Okay.
the creatures off my moderator to send to Saber in Discord.
He has a lot of abilities, but I don't see.
Well, we
All
probably
right,
have. Yeah, why are you taking pictures of your phone, dude?
I don't know. I want to take
Just
a picture from print screen, but I have no idea how that works.
Okay.
Hit the print screen button, go into Paint, Control V.
Well, if you're using Windows, there's also a snip tool that's super handy you can use.
Oh yeah.
I use that all the time for work. I mean, we could just use like a water skin or something. I'm sure somebody's got one in a pack somewhere or something.
Yeah, you guys have water. I'm sure. I kind of
Kinda
just
like
go with
electricity.
you guys provision yourself smartly enough for the most part.
I mean, you can always try Ray of Frost as well. That's another cantrip we could try, but yeah, either way. Okay. So I guess Nyx will. I don't know. The statue in front of her is his hand out or something? Does it look like he wants to hold, like it should be put in the hand of the statue, or?
No, nothing quite like that.
Okay, then I will. Nyx. That's fucking weird. I guess she'll walk over to the statue, the red statue, and try to touch the fire with the red chest plate thing.
Okay. As you touch it, you hear a click, and nothing happens.
Clicks and nothing happening is not a bad thing. That's potentially good.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess Nyx will run over to this dude and then cast the gust cantrip at the chest plate.
Okay. Where is it? Do. Okay. So, as you do that, you hear another click, and nothing happens.
2 for 2. We're doing good. Let's see. So Nyx will ask Bramnik to go over to the green statue in the corner and try to activate it.
Okay. He
Grab
moves
up
over
again.
here. He sort of looks back and he goes, I mean, I've got erupting earth. Does that...
No, don't do that.
Just
Okay. Yeah, so he druid crafts up a plant with some dirt and everything and puts it in there. You hear a click, 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 click. Nyx, roll me a d4.
Oh,
I'm ready my halberd.
3. Ooh, you're lucky. Okay, so at that moment, after those clicks, an ice storm goes off right here in the blue square. Basically, right in this area. None of you are in it, so you're okay. But you get the feeling that
Oh shit! I don't think we
you
did that
might
in the
have
right
fucked
order.
something up.
Yeah. There wasn't first, second, third, and fourth, so maybe we should do that.
Whoops.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah, let's do that.
Um,
Water, fire.
Okay, yeah, the first is water. Okay.
Water, fire, earth, wind.
All right. So I guess Nyx will run over to the this guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. She'll just put a drop of water on the blue thing from her.
okay.
I think she's got one. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you have a water
water
skin
skin.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You hear a click, nothing happens.
All right, what's the second one?
Fire. Red.
Fire. Okay. Run over there and conjure fire and put it on the chest plate.
Click, nothing happens.
Third is earth.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Bramnick, do the thing again.
Druid crafts up some more earth and puts it on there. Click, nothing happens.
Yeah, no extra clicks. Sweet.
Ta, out of curiosity, considering you can't move without me moving you, is there anywhere in particular you want to be? Like, I mean, I feel really bad about not moving you around because it's like you can't.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, because they're all like running around doing the things. I think I'm fine by the door there.
I'm
That'll
gonna
be-
yeah. I'm
Okay,
stand
I'm
next
gonna
to-
step
I'm stand next to
back.
Birdie and Ta. No, Birdie, you might want to
Okay.
stand a little closer to me.
Okay.
Why you always die?
No, because I have I have an aura that gives you a +2 on all saving throws. Who knows?
Bramnick, you can go over there and join the pussy group if you want to.
He moves into the
Oh my
aura at least.
fucking
Do you
God.
do you want this to be your tomb as well?
Well, I'm the one doing all the legwork, so clearly
She's
I'm
the
just
one
gonna
that's the
move.
furthest away.
All right.
Fucking oh.
If anything, I
What are
have
you
to
gonna
promise
do?
to come back for your body.
Don't
Great.
bet on it.
I will not promise that I won't haunt you guys. All right, so she'll cast
Well,
Gust on the dude
Okay.
and
Click.
wince.
Click. And nothing happens.
What the fuck?
Check the tomb. I yell from across the
Okay.
room.
All right. Well, is anything like magical now that wasn't before, or anything that looks different?
There, so you're just using your detect magic or whatever?
Yeah, Eldritch Sight. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
scan
so
to see if anything's different.
You can see that each of these statues now has a slight magical property. You can see lines going from these statues to the corresponding statues here. And they are all fed. You can almost see it sort of snake across the floor towards the tomb.
Okay, well now we just have to figure out the second part. You hold a candle, I'll dance and play. Give it to me, I'll go away. Is all that text in one spot, or is it like two different areas?
So it's just emblazoned across the top of the tomb
Oh, okay.
part.
Okay. So it wants a candle. Is there anywhere on the top of this sarcophagus that looks like there should be fire placed on it?
No, not that you can see.
And it's just like I'm assuming that the top of the sarcophagus is just like a standard like.
It's kind of just a
image.
flat thing with emblazoned stuff.
Okay.
With this writing emblazoned on it. Yeah, the top itself looks like heavy stone, weathered like everything else. Although this entire room looks a little bit better than the stuff, like the statue outside, because it hasn't had, the outside.
Right. Okay.
Hey, yell across the room. Poke it with a stick.
That is so helpful, Birdie. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna go up to the lid.
Anytime.
What's up, Saber?
Actually, Birdie, could you check the lid for traps first? Just like around the edge of it.
I don't know. Can I check traps from here?
No,
He's on the other side of the room.
I'm gonna go over to it, and I want him to come with me.
Okay.
Fine, I'll walk over. It seems kind of safe-ish.
Tile
Stop
walks
right
over.
here.
All right,
Fine.
Bramnick will come with you. Okay, so you want to check it for traps? Go ahead. Ooh.
Eek.
Yeah, okay. You don't notice
Yeah.
any obvious traps or anything like that. The whole thing seems fucking heavy, for sure.
Right.
But you've cruised a lot of dark and spooky spaces and seen a lot of tombs in your day, and this one doesn't seem to have any obvious trap that you are familiar with at all.
Nothing that I can see. I'm going back over here.
Well, I'm sure as hell not lifting up that sarcophagus with my fucking noodle arms.
Yeah,
I'll walk
I'll
up.
try and lift it open or slide it open, I guess.
Okay, so you'll take one side, I guess, and you guys will just sort of thing.
Sure.
Yeah, actually, Rodman, as I'm walking up, I am still holding my torch, which I will
torch.
hand to Nix. What does that do?
Nothing.
Okay, cool. Heave. What do you want us to roll?
Okay, so it'll be athletics. You know what, Krillian? I'll just give you advantage on it. That way, because Ta's helping you.
Heave.
Yeah. So as you guys kind of try to get your fingers underneath this sarcophagus and pick it up and kind of pull the thing down, or the top off, you hear a click, 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 click.
Fire! Put fire in the fucking thing. I put fire in there.
So, here's what I need. Let's see, Birdie.
Yeah.
I'll start with you. I need you to make me it'll be a dexterity save of
0.
17. Sorry.
Damn it.
So you take 9 bludgeoning damage, which isn't that bad, but everything there is difficult terrain.
That's okay.
You're lucky you weren't in the red, as a fireball goes off in there. Ta and Bramnik will have to make. Let's see, it'll be another ice storm. So that's not too bad, thankfully. Hold on. Oh, okay. So man, I am rolling low today. You guys are lucky. Against a DC 17, so let me roll for them, and that'll be a dex. So, and you get the weird dex thing, right? It doesn't matter. You made it. Okay. And Bramnik, let's see, dexterity. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so he takes 9. Ta takes 5.
Okay. Oh, is that the dexterity thing you were talking about?
Yeah, dexterity save.
Oh,
You
yeah,
made
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but you only take half damage.
If I make it with the shield, then I can
You don't have the shield yet.
No. That's just a normal thing. That's
Oh.
just my shield master.
Okay, yeah.
So I can
Okay.
just impose the shield in front of me and the damage, and then I get no damage from that.
Okay,
I
so if
make
you
it
made it,
safe.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Krillian. This will be DC
Yeah.
17 as lightning erupts all around you.
Why?
DC 17 for both Krillian and Nyx. DC 17 dex save.
Why? That's a 21.
made You made it? Okay, so you only take 14.
That's
Next.
Wait.
16.
Wait.
16 doesn't make the DC 17.
Wait. I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
Well, you may have just read.
Oh, the reroll is save?
Fuck! I still fuck.
Wait. What is the D10?
The thing. The fucking Dark One's Blessing, starting at first level.
Okay.
Or
With
no,
the
not Dark
plus
One's
2,
Blessing. Own luck. Dark One's own luck.
with the plus 2 that you got from Corellian, you just make the save. You only take 14
Oh, cool.
lightning damage. Yeah, you barely made that save. However, You think I'm done? No.
Nope.
As that all those go off, the statues in the center begin to move.
Oh.
Is the lid open at least?
The lid is partially open. This kind of caught you as you opened it, and as soon as
Right.
pressure was released, this went off.
Yeah, I want to grab that torch and throw it in.
Okay, well, you can
I
do
don't know if that's
that.
gonna do anything.
However,
Probably not.
Throw it in, chuck it in.
we're rolling initiative, guys.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
So I'll roll for.
Damn.
Toss crap initiative as always.
Yep.
Always.
You made an 8.
Ooh.
All right. I think that's everybody, right?
Is Bramnick just a +2 on initiative?
I guess. Oh, he didn't. It didn't go off on him. Hold on. There we go. What did he actually get?
Wait, so what was a 20?
20. Okay.
Wait,
So that brings us to Birdie.
hold on. Right,
Oh, I
I
didn't mean
rolled
to
a
do that.
16. Why I'm at a 20?
I don't know.
Okay.
That was weird. Whatevers. Got it squared away now. All right. So, yeah. This is the situation you find yourself as 4 golems sort of
Good job, guys. Good job.
You better
break
not run.
free of their stone prisons. And yeah, so that is where you're at right now. That brings us to Birdie. You're up first.
I'm going to.
Sneak attack.
Yeah. Drop one of those.
Okay.
Then take a shot at this one.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah, that will hit.
And then 2 more regular ones on him.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay, so the middle one does not hit.
Nope.
So doing math. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Cool. The damage is definitely done, and they're definitely actually taking damage. However, you would notice this probably. They don't. The one that you hit doesn't seem to be taking nearly as much damage as it kind of should,
Oh, goody.
in your experience. But all the rest of them are also taking a little bit of damage.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
we'll go to Bramnick. He is going to. I'm going to have him send an ice knife into there. So, screw it. Put it at level 2. DC 15 dex save from them. Ooh. They don't have good dex. And then he's going to kind of move up and out of the way. So, those numbers would be. Okay. Got it. Krillian?
Really not too much I can do here. Let's see. I will go ahead and move up 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. $25 feet. And use my Dragon Breath straight down the line to hit 2 of them.
Okay. Do it. Do it.
Boom.
DC 14 Dex save. So they make it, but all right. Basically, it does 9 damage to him because you hit 2 of them. All right. Brings us to Nyx.
Finger guns are coming up. Shoot the dude pretty much in the front of me on the same line.
Okay. That does not hit.
No.
That does not hit. Unfortunately.
Jeez,
Anything
come
else?
on.
Nope.
Okay, that brings us to their turn. This first one will go. Let's see. He won't. He will. He'll be able to go around. He has 30 foot of movement. This one here will move to here, which will give you an opportunity attack as it comes in. This one here will come
Nice.
this way. This one here.
I'll add a second.
We'll move to
one
here.
Spite on top of that.
Okay.
16,
And 10.
20 for 30, 15. Well, yeah, it'll be 30 damage total, but
Okay. So now it's their turn to actually do things. So the first one's going to punch Bramnik in the face. So it's first hit. That's pretty rough. It doesn't have advantage though, so 12 to Bramnik. Second one is going to, actually the next 2 are each going to punch you, Carillion, because you're the only one within range.
ow.
So 1,
Nope.
18,
Nope.
15. All right. Third one is going to stand menacingly and stare at you, Birdie. That brings us to Ta. Ta, it's kind of hard for you to decide on what you want to do, but I assume you just want to smash things?
Protect me, please.
I can't hear you at all.
I can't hear him either.
No.
I got nothing from you. I'm going to put him there.
Technical difficulties.
And he's just going to start smashing things because he can.
Still can't hear you for whatever reason.
He's using...
He just dropped out of Discord. Give him a moment.
Okay. Actually, I'll just wait for him. But, yeah.
Damn it. I don't know what's going on. Did you put your phone on vibrate?
Yeah, none of us can hear you, unfortunately. But for the purposes of this, we'll do that, and then Todd, hopefully you can figure it out and get back in on next round. Birdie, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. Which one was the one that I originally hit?
I believe he's staring you in the face right now.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'll follow Taz thing. However, all right. So first, little Agonizer's Scorcher. Put it at second level because easy enough. DC 14 Dex. This makes things a lot easier for me.
28.
He makes the save. Takes half. Let's see. So 7. And he will move to flank. So 7, and then to get both of them. All right. And at the top of the round, let's see. Okay, yeah. So it's you now, Birdie. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to move up to here
Okay.
and do a sneak attack on this one.
Okay. I'm not sure. How do you get a sneak attack?
See, I can.
As long as an enemy is...
There you go.
Let's see. So what part of this is you don't have advantage?
Nope.
But
But he is within
whole-
5 feet of. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
And do I have disadvantage on the attack?
You don't have disadvantage, but there's no other enemy or of it within 5 feet of it.
No, enemy of the...
Yeah, there is.
There's me and Ta.
Right. Each one is. They each are individuals.
Yes.
Oh wait,
I'm
which one are
shooting-
you attacking? Oh, I
This
thought you
one.
were attacking this one, and I'm
No.
like, what the fuck? That doesn't make
No.
make any sense.
No.
Okay. That
This
works.
one.
All right, so I got you. I got you.
And then I'm going to drop Hunter's Mark on this one, the one that's
Alright.
all by himself.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll just do a regular one.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
And
Extra d6.
1d6.
All right, so that's a
bad.
total of 7. Hang on, I'm gonna do some math real quick.
Okay, good.
So that's okay. That helps. Okay, so I was trying to simplify the damage that you guys had done so that I could actually keep up.
Yeah.
All right, so top at the 20 mark. 3, 1, 2, 3. Blue goes off.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Nope. Not kidding. So that'll be an ice storm. So that is a DC 17 for Corellian and for Bramnik.
Woo! 25.
Nice.
God, how much is
Oh.
that? That's still 12. Great.
Yeah, and that's
Ouch.
25 for Bramnik, unfortunately. That was rough.
Ouch.
At this point, he probably
Bramnik's
got a
hurting.
platform or something.
Yeah, Bramnik is going to do exactly that. Switch to Cave Bear. Pretty much, yeah. And then he gets multi-attack, so he's going to attack once. No. And then his claw, that'll hit. So there's an extra 10. And then he's going to move up a little bit to try to ward off. Or actually, no, he's going to move here, I think. No, fuck it. He'll stay in this place. His same place. Corellian, you're up. You have advantage against one of them.
Cool. I will exploit that advantage.
Okay. 19, 21. You didn't really exploit the advantage because you didn't roll any of those with advantage, but
I thought I clicked it. Hold on. So that's another halberd attack.
okay. So 16.
Okay, and then my polearm. Should I just? I'll just roll another.
Roll another halberd. Okay, see that's why you roll that.
I'll put a second level divine smite on that,
Okay.
and that is going to be 26 total for the divine smite.
Okay.
And then I'll roll.
Full arm bludgeon. Roll another one.
Oh.
I can hear me.
Neither of those hit.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I hear you.
Talk. I don't know. Okay. Good round. Brings us to Nyx.
Can I look inside the sarcophagus? Is there anything in there?
You really can't get a good look at the moment.
Well,
The
is
lid
there
is only
things in
part
there,
way
or
off.
is it empty? Basically,
You
Can
can't tell.
Okay,
The lid
still
is
can't tell.
barely moved at all.
Okay.
That's when everything went off, and there were I will say this much: there were pressure plates underneath the lid. If you lifted them up without the right without doing the right thing first,
Gotcha.
which you guys didn't do.
Yep.
Yeah, and when everything off, I'm gonna have to say that Ta and Corellian dropped the plate, considering.
Gotcha. So
it's still on there at the moment.
Nyx will then run around to the back end of this thing, use it as cover, and just Eldritch Blast that guy in front of her.
Okay.
Yay!
Both of those hit. All right. 19.
Why couldn't I have done that first round?
I don't know. Why couldn't you have? That'll bring it to
Because I'm a shit wizard.
their turn.
Warlock.
So the first one, let's see. I'm going to start on this side.
Oh, goody.
This one can move to you.
Yep.
You're within 30 feet. So it's going to punch you.
Oh,
so-
damn.
19. That was a crit. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great roll on the second one, so you got lucky there. The next one, this one here, will... let's see. Punch Ta. 27 is going to hit. So 14 to Ta.
Does Ta want to use his thing?
I have no idea. Let's see.
Probably not, because even if it
Shield wouldn't help him.
Yeah, he would.
Shield would not. 27's too high even for shield. Okay. This one's going to move out. It's going to take 2 hits from you guys.
I heard
from
you
Ta
earlier,
and
but
Corellian.
Then, like, it stopped
Yeah.
working.
That'll hit.
Oh wait, nope. No, that's still hit.
And 12. Yep. But next, it's going to punch you. 17 for 14.
Fucking ow.
Damn.
Yeah, they're...
Well, he's gonna get a hellish rebuke from that fucking shit.
all right. Do it.
All right. There we go.
DC 16 dex save. It doesn't make it, so that is a total of 24. Okay, I need a second to do math before we move on, because I'm trying to keep up. It's a lot easier when I have a pen and paper, but I don't right now. So
So that's the end of their turn?
yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it. Oh, no. Yeah, no, there's still one. Needs to punch Bramnick. Okay. Yeah, 22 is going to hit. But let me quickly do this math to get
Yep.
it done.
I love you.
Whoa. Busty, at least take me out for dinner first.
I was talking to my wife, fool.
Yeah, I figured.
My bad. I thought I had the mic muted.
All good.
You're good. Okay, so yeah, Bramnick takes another hit, but he's all right for the moment. It's weird because it was working earlier, Saber. But that brings us to you, and with advantage
going
on the
to-
attacks.
Use that at the end of their turn and move.
Okay. You're good. But with advantage on attacks, I figured Ta would smack it with the Orc Slayer longsword. So, I'm going to assume. Yeah. Yeah, you're flanking, so yeah, 28 will be
Nice.
fine. I'm gonna roll one more time for that to see if I get a no, I don't get a crit there. So in the second attack. So that is a total of 9 and 16.
25.
It's 25. Todd, do you want to action surge that? Because you can. I'll let you. Obviously. Nah. All right. It's 25. There are all four. The damage seems to be spread out amongst all of them. They are all sort of chained together.
Kind of figured that.
All right. Yeah, you have your shield bash. Where is it? I don't know how to do your shield bash. Right. Got to find it. Let's see here. I'm looking for it right now. Okay, so athletics versus athletics, sure. Let's do it. You rolled a 26. Let's see.
Oof.
It did not. So this one here is prone. The others are not. That brings us back to Birdie.
Going to move over here
Fair enough.
and take 2 shots at this one.
Okay.
Who, if I remember right, has Hunter's Mark.
Yes. So yeah, both of those will hit.
15, 24.
Okay. I'm going to catch up on math here now that we're at the 20 mark. 3.
Oh, boy.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, yeah, it's the same one, unfortunately.
Alright.
Yeah. So DC 17 against
Woo,
Ice Storm.
Man, even with advantage, what the fuck?
It's a dex save, actually.
Oh, is it? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
22.
Okay. So you take half that, so that'll be what? 12. Yeah. And then Bramnick needs to make dex save. Go. Doesn't quite make it, unfortunately. He is hurting pretty bad.
Hey, Bramnick, you might want to
But
move 5 feet closer.
he's
to me.
not. Yeah, he's not quite out of range. But yeah, he'll move up here. Let me get this squared away. Okay. And he's going to swing. Because why not? So it'll be the bite, which doesn't hit. The claw, which does. Okay. And that brings us to Carillion.
I'm just gonna try to finish this one off as soon as possible.
Okay.
Boom. I'll add a first.
You
level
have
divine
advantage, so okay. So hold on. How much is that? That's 17.
smite,
31?
31, then times. No, divine smite is gonna be times 2.
Right, so-
28 plus 17.
Yeah. It's just brain.
28 plus 17,
Uh,
30, 45.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay.
Second one.
All right. Holy crap. How do you want to do this?
I just want to shove my halberd straight through that center of the chest plate thing.
So you sort of, after your first swing with the smite, you sort of spin the halberd around you and stab it out. It actually breaks through sort of the abdominal structure of this thing, missing the solid steel core spine that would have blunted it, and sticking out the back end, coming very close to Ta's nose. The thing slumps around you, and in fact, all of them do.
Oh man! Whew. Can
Yay!
we
Good
not
job,
do that
guys.
again?
Good job. Hey, let me
Hey.
give you a hand.
So, yeah. So you guys managed to defeat the 4 shield golems, which, admittedly, could have been a lot worse if I'd gone with the originals, but that's okay.
Yep. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Do they have anything on them worth looting, or are they just stone?
They are essentially stone
Okay.
golems. Yeah, you see the magic sort of fading from the room now. From what you can tell.
I think we might be safe to open this thing now.
Hey, wait! Before you do, Bramnick, could you maybe top me off a little bit there, buddy?
He looks at you and goes, "I need all the help I can get from myself." He's gonna cure wounds himself, actually, right now, because he is hurting way worse than you are. I promise. See, he's gonna do 15. Right. But he can do. He'll put a level 1 cure wounds at you.
Oh,
So 7.
thanks, buddy.
He looks at you and goes, "Don't you have lay on hands?" You
And then I'm
dick.
going to use 20 points of land hands.
Oh, you are a proper cunt. All right. If it were Argus, he would have
I
probably
was
struck
at
you down.
45 out of 83.
He was at 34 out of 80. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are now in this situation. What do you want to do?
Fuck it. We'll just finish pushing this goddamn thing off since everything's dead.
Okay, I'll say with your previous rolls, you guys managed to get the thing off. In the center of this sarcophagus sort of thing, you see 3 items. One appears to be a dog whistle.
I pick it up and blow it.
Make me
Oh
make
my
me a performance
fucking
check.
God.
Oh dear God.
Make me a performance check. Can you even blow it? Let's see. You rolled a okay.
I'm sure I could blow it.
As I'm doing this, I just kind of look at Bramnick a little bit, like out of the corner of my eye.
Okay, you blow it. It sort of sputters a little bit. It totally doesn't work.
Oh, I hand it over to Nyx.
Is
After
it magical
wiping
in
it
any
off
way?
real quick.
Okay. Next up, in there appears to be a. Let's see here. Yeah, a small leather-bound book.
Oh, what's the title?
I don't know if you can read it or not.
It's not primordial
It's not primordial.
or common?
It's not. It's certainly not common.
Then I cannot read it.
Okay.
I
Can
will.
I take a look at it? Just the cover?
Here's my question: can any of you read Celestial?
Oh. Nope.
Maybe. No.
No, come on now. You're fighting monstrosities. You would have never taken Celestial.
No.
I know where you came from. I know what languages you're likely to know. Like, your other language should either be Undercommon or fucking Drow. Let's be honest
Yep.
here.
Well, isn't Undercommon and Drow basically the same?
No, they have an Elvish dialect as well.
Hmm.
I usually just consider it Sylvan.
Ah.
For Drow. It's a sort of a corrupted. It's sort of like it's like a different accent of Sylvan most of the time for them. Yeah. Okay, so so it's a leather-bound book. It's old, very old. You're not sure what it says or anything like that. But the third is probably the one that your eyes get drawn to. It's in the center. It's a crystal. It's pretty decent size.
Oh boy. The crystal.
Fucking Saber. Saber
Okay.
he takes the crystal.
Sure. Nothing happens. Looking over it, if somebody wants to give me, I'm not even going to make you do it. This is an air shard. This is about the size as the front two that you guys have on your ship.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
There's an elemental spirit in there?
Not necessarily. You don't really know what's in there, but it is. Try to fly.
Todd just kind of jumps up and down.
Okay. I'd need an Arcana check for that, like Superman. I'll give you an Arcana check just for that. Let's see. You attempt to. Your feet sort of hover above the ground for about 4 seconds until you fall and trip.
I laugh.
That's fair.
I try really
Anyway, so
I
you
do
guys...
compliment his efforts, so that was a good try.
Alright, Brad.
But yeah, so that is what you found in there.
I'm gonna.
All right. Then I'll have everything. I guess. Is the whistle magical?
Are you just gonna identify it or whatever?
Yeah, if it's magical, I'll just ID it real quick.
Does not seem to be magical.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Not
I'll go
necessarily,
back to
no.
Carillion then.
Is there anything special about the whistle besides the fact that it was in a tomb guarded by 4 shield columns?
I don't know.
I inspected for anything?
Okay. How are you gonna what roll or what are you looking for?
I'm just gonna look over the details and what it looks like. Just
Okay. The whistle itself has it has a word on it. But all the letters have been sort of just weathered away over long periods of time. It is in primordial, so
Oh.
Nyx would probably be the one to read it.
Hey, Nick,
Oh, it
there's
is.
word things on this. Can you read it for me?
Oh, I didn't see
There's
that.
only one, and it's not evenly spaced, so you really can't tell how many letters were there initially. But you can get an N, an L, a T, and a D. That's about all you can see on it, because it's very, very worn and weathered.
MLTD.
N.
Ah.
November, Lima, Tango, Delta. Yeah, I know my fucking phonetic alphabet, motherfuckers.
Yeah, how long did it
I
take you to
expect
remember
good,
that?
baby boy.
Not that long, actually, which was surprising. I was really, really surprised that it didn't take me that long.
And what material is it? Is it just like metal or what?
It seems to be made out of some sort of brass bronze hybrid. It seems like it's well made, but there's nothing really there to indicate anything.
Cool. I'll just kind of put that in my pocket.
All right. So, you guys have managed to find this tomb and
Totally fuck up the
half
puzzle.
solve a puzzle.
These puzzles hurt. I don't like these puzzles.
I enjoy them.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
So, at this point, you guys could probably head back if you wanted to. We'll say you guys have spent between the time trying to figure out what was going on with the puzzles and everything. We'll give you each. We'll say it was about 2 hours, about 30 minutes to walk there and check everything out too. So it's been about 2.5 hours now. So you're well on your way to being charged up enough to go. From your flyover, nobody bothered to look, but I'll say that nothing seems to have changed necessarily. Yeah, I mean, there was the snake mine, the tomb, there was an old spire that was broken.
Let's go check that out.
From our first, before we left the first time.
What was it?
Wasn't there a shrine the first time we passed by this place?
No, that's Blood Anchor.
Ah.
Blood Anchor has a shrine somewhere else.
Bad Mist Rock, yes.
Yeah, there was the Bad Mist Rock that was already broken before you even got there. Alright. Let's call it a couple minutes break while you decide what you want to do. If you want to spend some more time on the island or not. There's not a whole lot left on the island, but you guys could certainly search around for various things in general. But I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to do that. And then
I'll be back.
And then we'll see if you guys want what you want to do next.
Yeah, I mean, we could totally set sail, but yeah, depending on the wind.
I wonder if. Oh, never mind.
No, let me say it. What's the worst that could happen?
Nyx just gives Kerillian a look and just does not say anything.
I tried blowing the whistle again. Damn it, that doesn't work with Ryben in here to tell me whether or not I succeed. Wait, I'll try it anyways. Ha ha! I blow a quick tune. It's I blow that quick tune from Kill Bill where that lady with the eye patch is whistling when she's in the hospital. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
I'm with Ta on this one, or with what Saber said. You got to roll for lips, bro. You're a reptile.
Hey, dude, I rolled a 19. I think that makes it. I'll roll again to see if I'm at disadvantage.
No, it's good. It's cool.
Hey. Though that is pretty funny. Fuck, I don't have lips. I don't have humanoid lips. Do we bother checking like what the body looked like if there was a body in there?
You didn't actually say there was a body in there.
Huh.
Well, it kind of makes sense though. For us to just set sail. I mean, really, there's not terribly. I mean, unless we all want to go check out the snake mines and possibly get into another encounter. But that's completely up to you guys if you want to go bash some more heads or just. I would go with what Saber recommended. Just like set sail and just start heading back on the water until we got enough charge to sail back on the air.
Yeah, would be nice. I'm down for that as long as like we're sure there's nothing else left on the island. Actually, there's probably nothing else because there were the Yonti and then there was the fucking bad the bad mist, and we didn't see any villages, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Then we'll just check to see if there's anything inside the tomb besides the items, and then skedaddle. Oh man. It feels good to play again.
Oh yeah, from what everybody said, it sounds like everybody's good with the new time change.
Yeah, I'm good with Sunday at 9. Maybe if we can get it, maybe an hour later or half an hour later, that'd be good too. But if we're sticking with the 9, that's fine.
Birdie, what do you want to do? Oh wait, I forgot he's AFK.
Damn.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Was there a body inside the tomb?
There was not.
Ah, great. That's spooky enough for me. I think we all agreed to get back on the ship and start sailing towards Dragonmouth until the.
So on your way out, then to the ship, nothing really happens. Like it seems like now a pretty desolate island. You can see some birds flying and things like that.
As we're leaving, I do blow the whistle again. I rolled twice just to see if, since I have no lips, if there's disadvantage.
Let's see. So you blow it one more time?
Yeah.
Let's see. That'll be 19 and a 15. What are the naturals? Okay. Nothing happens that you notice.
Cool.
I'm back.
Do you want me to give that a try, Krillian? Just, I mean, primordial and all.
Sure.
Okay, Nyx cleans it off real good, like fucking rubs that thing down, like make sure it's nice and
Okay,
clean.
for the purpose of this, I'll say you guys exit the tomb, though, Because like
Yeah.
you
I
guys
mean,
are
I figure
outside
we're
now.
on the way back to the ship at this point.
All right. Once you get outside, Bramnik pulls out a linen, like a bed linen, and starts digging up some earth and putting it in it like a bag. You guys have no idea why.
Okay, that's kind of creepy.
Bram,
I
what are you
leave
doing,
him
buddy?
to it. Yeah, he's probably
He
getting
looks at
himself.
you, goes, "Make it a garden."
Ah,
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. So you wanna try it? All right.
Sure. So it's performance,
Yeah.
or
It's a performance check. Okay.
nothing happens.
It's a natural. Okay. Yeah.
Now we all die.
You don't notice anything right away. But
Fuck it.
as you guys are walking, and as Bramnik's digging, and you guys are kind of staring at him, like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You hear a rumbling sound.
like
Nah,
earthquake
shit.
rumbling,
what does
or
a
like
19 perception give
sound?
me with the rumbling?
Your feet are kind of moving a little bit.
I ready my halberd, guys. I think we should get ready to leave.
Okay, Birdie, you can tell that something's moving.
Oh boy.
At that exact moment, actually. Good job. A large worm-like snake thing appears right next to who blew it? Yeah, okay, so it'll be right there. Bursting from the ground.
Oh boy.
Oh my god!
Actually, Birdie, you know exactly what this is. It's
I
a
do?
neolithid. Yeah, you know what it is. It's a neolithid. You would know right away with your monstrosities thing. This is what happens when a mind flare tadpole
Oh,
eats all the other ones
goody.
and is allowed to live. You just had to blow the whistle, didn't you? Didn't you?
Assholes.
I take the whistle in my hand and I kinda
say
wave it
hello
around
in
and see
primordial
if
to
if
it.
follows the whistle.
It does not understand you.
Fuck. A baby, yes, a baby saber. I wanted a baby monster, okay? To raise it to be a pet monster. So what?
Dick Stain.
If I wave the whistle around after grabbing it from Nix's hand, does the eyes follow the whistle?
No, it doesn't have any eyes.
Oh, great. I just look at Nix.
So,
I should have just kept it.
Birdie, do you know what this is? What is it like to eat?
Give me just a sec. I'm looking it up.
It's in Volos. But yeah.
Yeah.
No bueno.
You would know that it eats everything. And right now you just happen to be on the menu.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So, good job.
Congrats, guys. Oh,
So it's gonna
oh, god damn
add itself to the initiative order.
Oh, we're using.
Yeah, reroll initiative, guys.
it. God damn it. You fuckheads.
We probably can't outrun it. How big is it?
It's massive.
God damn it.
Can I grab the fucking whistle from Carillion before this fucking fight starts, please?
Make me a dexterity check.
No, I'm holding onto this thing tight. You are not getting this back.
Hey, dude, you grabbed it before without making any checks, so what the fuck? Bro.
Yeah, but you blew it and you made a bad thing. You did it bad.
You made it.
Oh, okay,
bad.
okay.
You guys have just exited the place. Like you're still a ways from from the ship. You guys could try to escape, though.
If somebody were to run to the ship, how long would it take?
It took you half an hour to get here, but you weren't moving that fast.
Oh, great.
Somebody might want to send a screenshot to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
3 by 3. And yeah, that dexterity check does not work. It's a natural one. You attempt to grab it and fumble and sort of fall over. But it means it gets to go first.
Nope. Oh, what did I
Fuck
just
you,
do?
roll 20.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
I accidentally closed out a roll 20. Great. Hold on.
Okay, well, let's see. It's going to... Can't quite get to Carillion. Nyx blew the whistle.
Well, there goes my way of like trying to communicate with it or something. Thank you, Carillion. So fucking thankful for that, and thank you again for the blame. I appreciate that as well.
I'm pretty sure
wanting to blow the damn whistle.
However, it's going to lash out at Ta first.
Okay.
So, it's going to make its tentacle attack. 21, which that hits. That's your AC. So that'll hit. Does it not? Okay.
Dude, you really need to lay off the hentai.
He uses shield.
He uses shield? Alright. Doesn't hit. Brings us to Carillion.
Yeah, you know what? I am going to back up just a little bit here. Yep, just like that. And I'm going to start hitting it. Because I want the bad thing to go away.
Okay. Okay, second one hits.
Ow!
That'll hit as well.
And then I'll add a Divine Smite on that.
For a total of 31. Okay. It'll be next.
I'll also finish off by just telling Nyx, it just tried to eat Todd. You sure you still want to blow a whistle at it?
I didn't want to use this in the first place. You're the one who wanted to use it so bad. I felt bad for you.
I'm using it just fine.
You're on my shit list. And then she just fucking shoots at the fucking thing, I guess.
Okay. Okay, that 26 definitely hits. The 10 doesn't.
All right, now question: since this thing is so gigantic, is it possible for me to get a fireball off without harming?
The best you
anyone
could do
else?
is from here, and that
Oh,
would
wait, yeah, never
still
mind. I'm
get
zoomed in a little bit, so-
everyone.
See that? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to move?
I can move like over without getting. I mean, I'm still in its attack range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll move here.
Okay. Birdie?
I'm gonna move back here.
Okay, you will get an opportunity attack on you.
Okay.
Oh,
26.
Ouch.
Um, I need that strength save, and
he's
you're
eating,
also
he's
going to
still in
take the
my-
damage, which isn't in here somehow.
He's still inside my...
God damn
Yep,
it.
I was about to say you should disengage.
Oh. Too late for that now, isn't it?
I
Bye,
rolled really
Birdie.
high.
Bye.
So you just took 30 damage. Hold on, I'm going to put you right here, but I'm going to mark it so that I know where you're at.
Okay.
Okay, you are currently swallowed, but you can still attack, just from the inside.
Maybe we'll do more damage.
Guess I put away my longbow and draw my rapier.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
So
right.
the
Since he's technically
What's up?
inside the monster.
yes, I
Is he
recognize
taking
that.
beat hits?
Not necessarily. Hold on.
I'm sorry, I tried.
However, he does have a lower AC. Unfortunately, you don't quite hit that. It's 13 when it's inside.
Yep.
So, yeah. Brings us to Bramnik, who is going to do his cave bear thing. Run up and start swinging. We'll do... Where is his stuff? Alright, here we go. Bite. No. 26 for 14. That'll work. Okay. Brings us to Ta. Ta, what do you want to do? Okay. Is that a bonus? That's a... Oh. Can you... Yeah, you can flank with Bramnik. But unfortunately, it won't give you advantage. You need to equal the entire length of the creature to do it. Also, if you... enlarge is an action. So you can do that, but you can't attack unless you action surge. You can't action surge. Okay.
Robin, technically speaking, if Nyx was standing where she is and Ta were to stand, like, right here, would that be flanking?
No, because it doesn't equal it. Because Ta takes up 2 spaces, not 3. Alright, so action surge, and then it'll be Orc Slayer. 2 attacks with Orc Slayer, and then you get like what, 1d8 extra or 1d4 or something like that. So 10 doesn't hit. 16 does. 1d4. 4, so that's 11. Okay. Okay. Brings us back to the Neolithid, and considering the situation, it can't attack anymore because it has somebody swallowed. But it's gonna be a bit of a dick here. It's gonna do a acid breath. For 16, DC 18.
Take it, I need to roll for that.
Yeah, it'll be a dex save to dodge this this acid that's now rolling around inside of its stomach.
Oh, God.
So you took the 16. Okay. That brings us to Carillion.
Oh, wait, is that just for Birdie?
That's just for Birdie. He's currently inside the Neolithid.
Ah, okay, never mind then. Yeah, I'm gonna keep swinging away at this thing.
I'm dead.
Oh, you're actually down?
Yep.
Okay.
74 out of 72 hit points.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay. 22. That'll hit.
Swing again.
24 will hit.
Second level Divine Smite. 11, and then Polar and Bludgeon. Nope.
Last one doesn't hit. Alright, let me do a little bit of math real quick. Just to get this out of the way.
What the hell did he hit you with? What, Bert? Tanaka, how much health did you start this fight off with?
44 hit points?
I wish you'd said something. I had like an extra spell slot I could have
Eh.
thrown at you.
No worries.
Okay. So, I can get rid of all that now, thankfully. Simplifies my math. Okay. Brings us to Nyx.
I'ma shoot him.
You shoot him. That'll hit, and that'll hit.
And then I'll scream, Birdie, no!
Alright, Birdie. I need you to make a death save.
Oh, giddy.
Hey, it's a positive. That's always good.
That's good.
I'll bring it to Bramnik. And he's going to claw. Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Nice.
And a bite. Both of those hit. Let's see. That's a total of
29.
29. Okay. Ta, what do you want to do? Okay. Since you're enlarged, make me make me an, we'll call it an athletics to just rip this thing's jaws open and reach in to grab them. So you're enlarged. I'll make the DC a little easier. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Athletics 20. Okay. This is gonna be versus his though.
Roll again. Wait, no, hold on. He's got advantage on strength.
It actually wouldn't be a DC. Let's see. So his strength. Okay. You reach down his gullet. Sort of like feel around for a second, and then you feel something solid that doesn't seem to be part of it. You grab it. You grab Birdie by the ankle and haul him out of this thing.
Yay.
Okay. We'll say you kind of just set him down behind you. So he's over there now.
Yay, thank you.
Oh, he didn't throw him there.
That
Nick?
worked.
Okay.
That was your action, though. So,
Did Tal want to put him down near behind Nyx or what?
yeah, we can just put him over here. That's about the space that he can do. So, that was interesting.
Wow.
What? That's unorthodox.
I love it. Okay, so
And
anything
this
else? You still have your bonus action,
disadvantage
and
it's disadvantage
yeah.
against all actions because it's gagging.
gave him a birdiectomy. Yeah, that's about right. All right. I'm not sure if there's anything else you want to do or not. Okay, that's fair. It will bring it to the Neolithid's turn.
I'm here.
Yay.
It wasn't an attack action. Sorry, man. But yeah, it was more of a pull Birdie from the jaws of death
Oh my god.
action.
Quite literally. Hey, look who's
Oh, hey. You're back, so you can play you now.
For like an hour. Yeah.
All right, so you are currently in Cave Bear form.
Cave Bear,
You have not
got it.
taken any damage yet.
Perfect.
Everything else is the same.
So you marked my health.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's your health right now. You have used 1 second level and 1 first level spell slot.
perfect.
Just want to make sure that you know that.
Not a problem.
Okay, but the Neolithid's turn. He has 3 options.
I get swallowed
Technically,
again.
he has
I've used 1 wild shape.
4. He's going for Bremnik. Sorry, man.
Hit me up.
Okay, he's going to attack with his tentacles. So 21. Does that hit?
Oh yeah. That hits.
He is a large creature, so is he able to be
21.
swallowed?
21 damage.
Yeah, because he's still smaller. And I need you to make. You want to impose disadvantage? Well, it wouldn't have mattered. It's still 21. Unfortunately.
Let's see.
21 is the lower number.
Let me write
I need you to make me a DC 18 strength save.
Strength save.
You get a +2.
Plus 4. Okay, so plus 6. 1d20 plus 6. 8.
Oh no!
Oh.
Bramnik, as you guys watch in horror as this thing's jaws open like a snake and just
Oh my
swallow Bramnik
God.
whole. Okay.
In the name
Carillion,
of
you're
oh
up.
God,
And
what
Bramnik
the
is
hell?
now inside. I'm marking you as inside it with the mask.
Okay, that's fine.
Carillion,
Yeah,
you're
dude, you really need to lay off the hentai, dude.
Is this like a
Uh,
plant or what is this? Can I-
It's a mind
It is-
flayer eel with the giant mouth that eats things.
Basically, what Tanaka would have known is essentially a tadpole, a mind flayer tadpole that started starving and ate all of the other ones inside of the or in the mind flayer pools,
Mhm.
and then kind of went wild and rogue. These things are
So it's
terrifying.
not a plant.
It is not a plant in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Look like some kind of carnivorous plant. Gotcha.
I will start hitting this harder.
Okay. 23, 29. Okay, and you
Damn
did.
it! I hit the polearm. No, hold on. That's the wrong polearm bludgeon. That's the one with the that's the new one. So.
Okay, so I'll just take 2 off of it. It's fine. 10.
Can I go ahead and just add the second level divine smite on my halberd crit?
Yeah, sure.
And that's my last one of the day. That is going to be 12, 24.
12, so 24. So let me do math here. This is going to take me a
24
second.
25,
'cause-
49. 49, 10, 59, 60, 71.
Damn, Pallies. All right. Okay. So it's looking pretty hurt, actually, right now. After that. So, Nyx, you're up.
Nyx will run over here, slide past Carillion and hit Birdie with the Spare the Dying.
You just went outside of its attack range, but because it's got something swallowed, it can't attack you.
Oh,
You are
cool.
lucky.
Ooh.
It has a reach of 15 feet.
Gotcha.
So what's that do?
That means that its attack range is
No,
within 15
the
feet.
spare the dying.
Means you're stable.
It stabilizes you. You're no longer making death saves, but you are at 0 HP. If you get hit, it still counts as 2 negative death saves, but you no
Okay.
longer have to roll them. You're stable.
Cool.
Okay, so you are good. Go ahead and roll me a death save to see if you crit and come back up, but negatives won't go against you. Okay.
Oh,
Bramnik, you are currently inside this thing.
Alright, can I do verbal
You can attack,
magic
yeah.
components?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Then I'm gonna drop my bear form. And I'm gonna blight the shit out of this motherfucker.
All right, go for it.
oh.
From the
Nice.
inside.
Okay. DC 15. I'm gonna give it
Because I'm inside the motherfucker.
Yeah, I can do that. I think that's fair, especially with this thing's particular setup.
Yeah.
So, con
Still
18.
made it. Damn it.
So
Alright.
20 damage.
That's a good one.
Uh,
And then
okay.
poof back into fucking bear form.
Do you have one more?
I assume you only used one.
Oh no,
Well,
he used the other one.
Oh,
so
got-
then
yeah,
I
I
don't
had
have
to use
any?
the other one.
All right, well
Yeah, I
then
had
bonus
to use
action
the other-
healing word myself.
That's fair.
Okay, what's the as a bonus action? What's the highest I could do it? Second level, right?
As a bonus action, you can do it up to second or third.
I think second.
I think it's second. I think you're right.
A bonus action, second level healing word.
Okay.
Do we just see
Ooh.
it like turn more purple?
50.
Okay. So, Ta, yeah, go ahead and we'll. You just want to go full sushi knife, right? So, 1 doesn't hit. That hits. Okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. First.
Bye, guys.
No. Well, maybe we'll find out. First, you have to dodge some stomach acid in there, Bramnik. So it's going to be a DC 18 Dex save.
Is he technically still within my aura of protection or no?
Not inside, no.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 26 damage. However, it then regurgitates you. So you are no longer inside. It sort of looks around. You can, Birdie, you would know this. These things aren't very intelligent, but they do have self-preservation.
Yeah.
And this thing is gonna burrow.
Oh,
Is this thing a monstrosity?
hold on.
It is a
No.
monstrosity.
No, it's an
It is
aberration.
aberration.
Rob, you still need
Yeah.
to roll an extra d4 for damage from enlarge.
Oh yeah. 2 extra. Got it. Okay. But it's going to start to burrow. So, you guys can definitely try an opportunity attack real quick.
Grab its tail. Ta.
Opportunity attack. I'm gonna thorn whip it.
Okay.
Huzzah!
A 20 will hit. Okay. Ta, you're going to swing the Orc Slayer again. You missed, unfortunately. I'm rolling like crap, which means you're rolling like crap. Sorry. Anyone else?
I will shoot
one more.
him.
Can't.
Yeah, you're down. But I believe Corellian can hit it.
Yes.
And that's it.
Oh, can I not get a? Oh wait, this opportunity.
Yeah, it's opportunity. You got to be within your actual fighting range to do anything.
A quick moment. I'm trying to look at my channel divinity here. I need to pull up.
You're not going to be able to launch that on a reaction.
I'm assuming this thing is actually considered a huge creature, not large, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
17 for 12. All right, that'll hit.
I should have thought of that before I did the flying whip.
And I'll add my last divine smite on that.
Okay. 10. Make sure I got
Wait,
everybody's
no,
stuff.
hold on. I still have one left. Nice.
Okay. Let me just make sure everything's kosher. Okay. So, you can hear it. you can hear the rumbling as it does its best to escape. Is now underground, digging very, very quickly away from you. Currently,
How far
No.
away from us is it?
Do we still? see
make me a perception. No, it's gone. It's got a very high movement speed underground.
Perception.
Okay. Well,
Nope.
you can definitely tell that it is burrowing away from you. It doesn't want any part of this fight anymore. But it is going away.
Is this within 120
you can't-
feet of me?
At the end of its turn, yeah, it'll just be within 120 feet underground.
Can I use my best judgment to assume where it's at and fucking erupting Earth in the tunnel that it made?
You can try. You can certainly try.
Okay. I mean, it's a 20-foot cube.
Yep.
Should I just roll it?
Yeah, just roll it.
Alright. Erupting Earth.
Okay. I'll say that with a 12, you can get in the rough general area. So it's going to make a dex save, but... Alright. So, considering this, it'll take some damage. Cool. And it does get away, though. It is now
Rip.
240 feet away from you.
The difficult terrain from erupting Earth.
I'm sure
Difficult
that doesn't
terrain
affect
doesn't
it.
really do anything to it underground.
Burrowing through it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's burrowing. So you caught the tail end of it with the erupting Earth. You kind of caught its tail, but it was mostly through that space anyway. So yeah, it's gone as far as you can tell.
If anybody wants to like heal Birdie or anything
Yeah,
like
I'm
that,
gonna
that would
heal him.
be
Can I have
swell.
access to my token, please? Or can you?
Oh,
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
drop a
those
new
two.
one.
I'll
Okay.
hit Birdie with my last 20 points of lay on hands.
Well, save it. I'll heal him up pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, save it. I'll do cure wounds at 3rd level.
God damn it, Saber.
So 24 health.
Sweet. Thank you.
If you have any potions, I'd use them though.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you guys can head back to the ship if you want.
Yep, I'm gonna double time it.
All right. So you guys book it
Use
at.
one of my
high
potions
speed.
of healing.
All right.
Wait. Oh. Use the potion of healings, or use the cure wounds?
Potion healing. Do they not use the same?
No,
Oh,
a regular potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
Ah, okay. Well then,
So it's similar. I mean, 1d8 plus.
Still not quite the same, but
Yeah.
all right.
Plus
so you
2?
guys start booking it.
Hey, even better. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit you with 10 points of lay on hands. So go ahead and add another 10. We're getting out of here, and thanks to Nyx, we've released one of those things into the world.
good job, Nyx. Good job.
Swear to God, blame it on
Thanks.
me one more time, Carillion. Really, blame it on me one more time. I will send you so far up into the sky, you will be fucking seeing clouds.
I was perfectly fine just blowing my completely non-effective whistle. That didn't
It's the
summon
same
any of those
whistle.
things.
Smarty pants. Same fucking thing. Either way, just give it to Ta and have it put in the bag for everybody's sake, please. Like, I would appreciate that.
Fine. I gave the whistle to Tom.
All right. So you guys head back to the ship. Nothing seems to happen on the way. All right. So you stuff that in the bag. So go ahead and put in the
Yeah, I'm
bronze
whistle.
putting it in the bag right now.
All right, and you guys make it back to the ship. We'll say with that extra bit and all, it's now been, by the time you get back, it'll have been about 5 hours. You guys have a few hours left before you guys can head out.
Did I get my dirt?
You did get your dirt, and they were confused by it.
I'm going to sleep.
I think we're just gonna go ahead and drop sail and just start normal travel until the crystals recharge.
Okay.
I'm gonna mess with my dirt.
Okay. You mess with your dirt. Weirdo. But you guys managed to make it back to the ship, and you guys start taking off on your own.
What was the what was the engraving on the whistle again? What was the
NLTD.
NLTD? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He was saying he was going to put it in his room.
Just call it the Neolithic whistle.
Okay, so you guys are now on the boat, and we'll say for the purpose of this, you kind of get situated and start sailing regularly, trying to get away from the island as best you can. A few hours go by, and you recognize that enough time has passed that you can probably fly the rest of the way.
So, are we telling anybody about that?
Meh. I think it's trapped on this island.
Well, it seemed to be pretty good at burrowing underground. It could just go under the water. This doesn't seem like one of those things we should just wait to blow over.
Yeah, like toss it. We'll mention it in the report.
All right. So for the purpose of this, we'll say you guys take off, no problem. Enough time has passed, and you guys are now headed over to the Trillium Isles.
Long enough time for a long rest and all that?
You guys have had 3 hours so far, and as you start flying, yeah, you guys could probably get a long rest. Do you guys just want to go straight to Dragon's Mouth?
Yep.
Yeah, because then we can just have the ship
Okay.
recharge from there.
Okay, so yeah, you guys would get a long rest. Actually, you get a couple, so...
Were you saying I was needing a box to put the dirt in earlier, remember? Or can I just have the dirt there? Right?
You could... Well, you'd probably want some kind of box to put it in, you know, some sort of, you know, framing at least to keep it in the right place, because
Gotcha.
if you remember being thrown around by a wind wall, things like that can happen.
Can
Sure.
you
Okay.
druid craft like a small shelf out of the wood from the ship?
I don't think it's that extensive.
That's a bit more.
Malay might be able to help.
She could
Even
probably
then, it'd be-
maintain something like that for a while, but it still wouldn't be perfect.
Yeah.
Druidcraft is more for like vines, flowers, little things. It's a cantrip, not a...
If we had some spare wood laying around, I could probably fashion something myself.
Yeah, I mean, you guys do have some, you know, extra wood spars and things like that.
Or I could just
We
pick
could have
something up.
probably taken your axe there, Bramnik, and just chopped some wood, but we were in quite a hurry.
Considering.
Yeah, well,
I didn't expect you guys to just decide to blow into the fucking whistle. I just was like, this will be a curious thing for... Okay, never mind. It's you guys.
I didn't know what would happen. I thought that was like just a pet whistle. Who knew it would be a
Not
fucking
this
pet
smart.
Neolithid?
Wouldn't
apparently
say
it's not a
pet.
pet Neolithic. Yeah. Apparently it just.
Well, we did
brings
summon
it-
That's
Carl
fair.
Dragon in like 4 times.
I figured somebody would grab it out of their
Dude,
hands in
hey,
time, too.
I'm
but-
just saying. Originally, Nyx was handing off that whistle to go into the fucking bag, man. Just saying, there was no intent on blowing that fucking whistle. And then Mr. fucking No Lips over here is like, I roll performance for whistle blowing. No Lips. No,
I
not
made
blaming
it.
this. No.
Rabbit said I made it.
I don't.
It was fine.
That's fine. You can make it all you want.
It didn't do
I
anything
feel
until
bad
you
that
put
you
your lips on
lost
it.
your Koresh thing, but no.
No,
All I
Koresh
gotta
is a
say
Koresh,
is,
but he's fine. Oh,
dickheads.
I do resummon Koresh while we're in transit.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Saber. I was thinking that could be a really good distraction causer for
Like when
some
we're
people we
fighting-
don't want
we're
to
fighting a greater
live.
demon. Just blow it and have it fight that.
Dick heads.
Well, shit happened. That's where we're at now. You guys are flying. No problems for the most part. It's a decent trip. You guys managed to make it in another 3 days of travel. As you fly over into Dragon's Mouth, you notice that there is a lot more traffic in the air than you remember. You don't remember really any. But there are a lot more ships in the port itself as well. Hundreds, actually.
Oh.
Does it look like the army is returned?
It looks like the fleet has actually returned, and it is huge. You can see there are
Did
four
they
principal...
for them, though?
Not necessarily. They were out doing something else. But there are 4 primary docks with, slips along them, each one housing dozens, if not hundreds, of large warships, each one easily 120 feet long or more, armored with cannons and side-mounted and top-mounted sails. I mean, these things are kind
Why
of
couldn't you
insane.
guys
It's
get
good
one of
to
those?
see the fleet again.
Hey, Carillion, how do we get one of those?
Probably by, if we had a hand in marriage with one of the royal family, but that's about it.
You keep pushing for that, don't you?
Hey, you asked, man. Those things are not, this is already stretching it.
How do they feel about interspecies
Yeah.
stuff? Do they agree with that kind of marriage thing?
You'd have to seduce them and actually carry through, otherwise,
I didn't say that. I was just asking.
What would be a seduction check? Is that just a charisma check?
I guess it depends on how you want to do it. It would have to be in the situation. I'd have to figure it out.
Preferably not involving deception, because that will get everybody killed.
Performance, wink, wink.
Persuasion.
Performance, persuasion, general charisma. In the right situation, I could see some other interesting check involved.
Can I roll?
In the right circumstances, survival.
Can I roll for phallus length? Can I?
You can try. Anyway, but as you guys do, come into Dragon's Mouth, you notice, like I said, hundreds, probably a total between all 4 of the docks of 1,000 ships in harbor, with another couple hundred floating and flying above.
I'll just stand there really proud with my hands on my hips, saying, this is what Dragon's Mouth is supposed to look like.
Yeah, you can see a lot more people in the streets. Several of them, you notice that there seems to be almost a repressed energy. Almost like the people as a collective are waiting on something, but you don't know what necessarily. It seems oddly quiet, despite this huge number of people as you land. You come in and there is a slip available for you. The dockmaster and a couple of dockhands sort of come out to meet you and help you tie the boat down and all.
We're going straight to the palace, right? We could turn all this shit in.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
As you land, the dock master says, "How long will you be staying for?"
An indefinite amount of time.
Then you'll have to buy the slip.
What?
Well, I can't just
Let's just
rent
say
out a
5
slip
days.
for. Okay,
We're
that will be
we're
5
on
gold in advance.
what?
You do realize we're running important errands for
It's okay, Brent. It's okay.
the
It's
crown,
okay. It's
right?
okay. We'll get comp probably.
He just sort of looks at you and goes, "You do realize I have a business to run."
I'll just grab Brent. He's like, shut up. We just need to get this over with and go to the palace and we'll be fine.
I'll roll to seduce him.
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Is that gonna be persuasion?
Okay, no. Tell me how you're gonna seduce him.
I'll just bat my big dwarven eyes at him and be like, "Look, we need this for however long we need it. Okay, we'll."
Okay, yeah, I guess that would be persuasion. What the fuck?
Nix backs up like as if this is going to be an explosion.
I
I just
turn
shake
around.
my head.
I just turn around and like just face palm.
He looks at you for a moment, sort of confused, and then sort of bends down and says very quietly, so you're pretty much the only one that can hear, and says, "I'd need payment one way or another. If you want to pay, you can meet me a little later. But other than that, I need gold."
Yeah, I'll meet you later. Wink, wink, wink.
Are you actually going to?
Fuck no. Creepy.
Roll deception.
Creepy old guy.
Didn't say anything about him being old.
Well, I guess it. Okay, yeah. I guess it depends then on if they. I don't know. I don't know if my character is that way or not. I mean,
Well, it's your character.
He's kind of feral
it's
and
a
wild.
choice you can make, but
Yeah, as Ta hands him the gold, I'll just walk with him. It's like, bye.
Yep.
Bye, Brent.
No, I'm not gonna meet him later.
Nix will go by
yeah,
as well.
so
and
Ta
pat Bramnick on the head.
hands him some gold, and you guys start walking.
Enjoy
Bramnick,
your time together.
you're a little confused. You're not exactly sure how to now exit this situation that you have gotten yourself into.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, look at the time! I gotta.
Robin, as I pass by the dockmaster, I'll just whisper in his ear, "He's all yours."
I got important business at the palace. I'm late. Oh man.
No, he
it's
doesn't.
time.
No,
I gotta-
yeah, he's
gotta
fine.
go.
Hey,
Guys,
we can go on without him.
I am going to be shaped into a bird and fly to the palace.
Before you do that,
He just sort of, you all of a sudden turn into a bird, and he's taken aback as you fly away. Make me a perception check, Bramnick. I just want to know.
I
have keen
command
sight as a
Bramnick
bird,
to
so
halt.
Okay. I'm going to give you advantage on this because of the situation, but
keen sight. Bird.
you can, no, it's not sight. You can hear. Just, you can then just sort of hear the dockmaster's voice just very quietly as it's a little ways away. Now, oh, that would be interesting. and you're
hold
off.
on, I do cast command on Bramnick.
Okay, make a wisdom save.
You sure you want to try that?
18.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Your DC is nowhere near that, and I know that.
Damn. I'll just look at the dockmaster and say, "Hey man, I tried. I'm sorry."
He looks at you. He looks at you with like this all of a sudden this look of like really solemn look, and goes, "I appreciate it." And walks away.
As I'm flying to the palace, I'll just kind of to myself think, maybe that is an option I'll pursue someday.
Okay. Well, the rest of you are walking. There are, before the docks were pretty bare. Today, there are tons of merchants and marines etc., just sort of offloading and onloading cargo all over the place.
I'm gonna see if I see anything interesting.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. On a merchant ship. One that seems to have just arrived. It's offloading cargo, etc. You notice a familiar symbol.
Oh,
but it looks like it's just on a box of goods somewhere, sort of off to the side of the label.
okay.
You would know this as a symbol for merchants who maybe deal with that type of person to
Okay.
reserve this for these sorts of people.
I pull my hood up.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay. So you guys start heading towards the palace. Partway through, and the rest of the other NPCs follow. What are you guys going to do with Valera?
Is she
Fine.
still?
She's still in a coma.
She's still there.
Probably take
Is
her
there?
to the clerics.
We go back and go like pick her up and take her with us, or what?
We'll retcon it as you're carrying or whatever you want to do, but they're all going to be with you, for the most part.
Stuff in a bag of holding.
We should probably
Nope,
take her to
can't
the
do that.
healers that worked on us, right? Remember, didn't we get worked on by some people in the palace?
Yeah, there were some clerics that were part of the Marines that did some help, but
Let's see if maybe
Yeah.
they can.
Which
They
one
can
of us
take her
is
in.
carrying her?
whoever. Up to you.
I
Okay.
Not Bramnick.
Nope, I'm a bird. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I could actually cast
You're
fly
a
on
perv?
her.
No, we
and
knew that.
She
fly
couldn't
up
It wouldn't
control
work.
it.
She
Myself,
wouldn't
right?
control it.
She
Oh,
couldn't
that's
control
true.
it. You'd have to use something like levitate.
Oh, gotcha.
Ta-
Tyler's
can
gonna
do it.
carry her.
All right, Tyler,
Okay.
carrier. In the meantime, as you guys are walking down the docks, Barter is sort of looking around. It almost looks like a kid in a brand new candy store that just opened. He's sitting there going, "What the hell is all this?" And he sort of stops partway and goes,
Hey, Barter, what's up?
I may have some memories of this place. I'll meet you back at your ship in a little while. I understand you have work to do. I
What?
don't have any memories of what happened, really, beyond when I met you. There's something I'd like to check out, though.
How about we
Um,
keep him with us for a while?
Is it important? Because we're gonna go meet.
Yeah,
Peter
I'm
in our
super
report.
sorry,
We
Barter.
can
No,
always- if it-
yeah, we'll help you out later. You just got to stay with us right now. Like, honestly, you really need to.
I'll help you with your report, but then I
Yeah, as soon as we're finished,
have to
like,
try something.
Definitely.
Absolutely, we'll help you out with what you need after this.
By the way,
Meanwhile, Kara flags down a few Marines, and they bring an airship. A few minutes later, she helps Sid get in to the airship and sort of gestures for the rest of you to jump on the skiff.
welcome
Okay.
to Drakensmouth.
And
home
you
to
can see
the,
Barter is
Draken
staring off.
Ascendancy.
Yeah, you can see Barter staring off a little ways away, just sort of like really pensive, trying to like. It's that look of someone who is desperately trying to remember something that's just not quite there.
I think Nix would maybe try to help him and like talk to him a little bit and see if she can like help him try to remember some stuff just by speaking with him, trying to like get him to think about it more.
Okay. Yeah. After you kind of just sort of ask some questions, trying to open up that line of questioning, and he goes, I appreciate the help, but this is just making it seem even more futile.
That's fine.
later.
And don't worry. I think Tom mentioned earlier that I mean, maybe even some of the royalty here can help you figure out what's going on. They might even have like, point you in the right direction and stuff, So we might have help for you when we get to where we're going.
I appreciate it.
No problem. And
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna sit here and think for a bit, though.
Okay.
So that's what he does. Vora is confused. This is the first big city she would have ever seen.
Koresh is with us, so I guess I'll offer Malay and like Vora, just like, you guys want to sit on my dragon?
Malay probably stayed back with the ship at the moment.
She's
Okay.
tending to my
Unless-
dirt
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yep. So you guys head off in the airship to Saria. And yes, so Saria is considered the cousin of the princess. So sort of adopted into the family, for lack of a better term. Yep, Saria Drakara. But was essentially raised like a sister to the princess. Anyway, so you guys head off to meet Saria. You guys can get to the palace. I mean, it doesn't take too long. You guys could.
I was gonna work on that.
Yep. So I actually know what Belias was planning to do initially, because he wasn't going to be here. But we'll do the talk with Saria, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I got about 30 minutes or so, and then I gotta head out.
Okay.
Should be enough time.
So, you guys managed to make it to the palace just fine. Sid is whisked away immediately to the hospital area. Kara just sort of says, "I'll come find you in a little bit, but I gotta go with him."
Can
I
we send
assume Tal
Valara
also
with
hands
them?
Valara with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Valera, you guys sort of, ask if Valera could go too, and she says, "It's no problem." A couple of Marines help carry her as well into sort of the. It's essentially like a small hospital. It's not the largest one in the city, but it's for Royal Guard and that sort of thing.
You may want to be careful. She was not quite herself.
Yeah, and Kara says, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. And they sort of rush off for the moment. You guys are out in the courtyard. You kind of remember where the library is. It's not very far away. Soon after all of that, an older gentleman that you would recognize, well, Dragonborn, sort of hobbles out. He's kind of short. He looks over. Yes.
Do I recognize him?
Lady Saria is awaiting you. And it's our Archmagus Atris, the head of the wizard school here in.
Don't touch me there. You're not my priest.
Tosh, show him the weird gem thing.
He just sort of like holds his hand up. All in time. All in time. Come, let's go.
All right.
And starts sort of hobbling slowly, or what looks like slowly, but he's actually moving pretty fast. He just looks slow by the way that he walks. He's actually got quite a decent gait on him. And you guys all move into the library.
I'm still a bird, right?
You are still a bird until you don't want to be a bird.
Can I? I'm gonna try to perch on Nyx's shoulder.
Okay.
Just kind of hang out there.
Yeah, I guess you could do.
I'll allow it.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, that was going to be my only point of contention. So, you guys make it into the library. The whole place is, I mean, it's still immaculate. There's even more books on what looks like sort of in a private room off to the side, meant for studying and that sort of thing. A lot of them are similar to the ones that you saw before you left, including a few maps. And you're taken into that room, and you can hear the shuffling of paper. the smell of somewhat freshly brewed, tea, but it's definitely been there for a little while. And after a few seconds, you hear Atreus go, and Saria's head pops up from behind a stack of books and goes, "Oh, hello. Right." And starts trying to clean up everything, completely ineffectively.
I'm gonna fly over to the. Is there like an empty spot on her desk?
No, everything is covered in books and paper, and it's a complete mess.
I'll just ask in Draconic for any servants or stuff to maybe help her clean the mess.
And she goes, no, it's fine. They'd only screw things up.
Indeed.
Can I start flying towards the desk and then bam back into my normal form? Like
Sure.
superhero landing?
Sure, you can do that. She sort of looks at you and goes, I've seen Terrari do that. I need to learn how to do that.
Hey, maybe you and I can have a study date sometime and I can help you learn.
She sort of looks at you and goes, I'll think on it. At the moment, as you can see, I have a lot of work.
I'll just look back at Carillion and give a sly kind of wink, like,
I will wring your neck
Okay.
Ow.
So this is where we're at the moment. And she sort of looks to all of you and goes, so, what seems to be the situation? I haven't heard from you in some time.
Things are dead.
Yeah,
things are dead, other things are not dead.
We went to this weird island surrounded by a hurricane. We killed some people with soul gems. And,
Yeah, that's fair. Bullet pointed if you want to add it in, Saber. And I'll sort of, yeah.
So it seems like certain type of people were trying to resurrect an old magic or some shit that basically fuses fiend and other alike, and they were trying to resurrect an army. Yeah, they were using some nasty necromancy there. It was pretty large scale stuff, but yeah, it's all under lava right now.
We killed them, but they didn't die.
Lady Solenum is kind of dead. We killed her, but her body turned to ash, and there was a soul gem, and there was this other guy who had a soul gem who turned to ash, and we have. I'll just assume Ta takes out the Thol's soul gem and wrapped in chains. We also have this. That's a third soul gem from the guy that was inside a huge crystal.
Okay, so you sort of hand the gem out, or set it on the table anyway, and she sort of looks over and goes, I've never seen anything quite like this.
Oh, and we found a dagger of Amon's soul, and I kind of just put it point down into the table.
You can see her visibly recoil at the dagger, just knowing. Where did you?
The person called the dealer.
Start at the beginning. I remember this dagger all too well.
Yeah.
What?
So this was a tool that they've been using to help siphon energy or life force or something of that sort to help fuel their spires, I guess, which were used as batteries of some sort to release a bunch of nasty necrotic energy. We fought a demon or a fiend hybrid of it.
Oh yeah, the jailer. I kick his head out too.
Oh,
I put it on the ground.
The thing's probably rotting and falling apart by now. It's been a few days.
Yeah, it's not in the best of conditions. It wasn't to begin with, but yeah, some flesh is sloughing off. She just goes, okay, come with me. We need to move out of my workroom before it gets completely destroyed. And she sort of she uses a mage hand and levitate spells to just sort of pick everything up, and it follows her, and you guys go to a room off down a staircase out of the way from everywhere else. This is disconcerting.
Yeah, that's a orc
And
fiend
I'm
hybrid.
sure the librarians would take some umbrage with blood all over their floors and books. So,
They'll get over it.
Just kind
but
of.
you come to a room with a large stone table, sort of tucked away. The room itself, down a hallway and a set of stairs. Okay. So my understanding is that the dagger and this gem are somehow connected. Let's start there.
Hey.
Apparently the dagger takes magical energy and stores it, and then once you have enough of it, you can use it to unleash a very empowered attack, which I think was what they were doing by taking magical energy from Barter over here and everybody else that they stabbed it with. And they broke a seal, releasing that guy in the soul gem from his prison.
Is Atris still here with us?
Yeah, Atris came with.
And he was the high mage, right? Or the archmage?
Yeah, he's pretty much the top dog when it comes to magic in the.
Do we know for certain that thing we're holding is a soul gem? Like, do we know?
Nyx is pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, it has something to do with the essence of the person.
Okay.
And Atris sort of looks at it and goes, right. Well,
Probably need to destroy this. Do you know a good way of doing that?
I'd have to study it a lot more to understand what could destroy it.
Oh,
If you leave it in my care, I'll make sure that happens,
Todd
and then we
is
can
saying
destroy it.
the things, he says.
Yeah, there
What's
were
that?
The spires
Yeah,
all over
about the
drawing
spires.
energy.
Yeah.
Which they were
He sort of
summoning that guy, right? That was what they were doing.
He sort of
me
looks
too.
at you and goes, those sound more like conduits of general magical energy, depending on what it was used for at the Nexus point. It could be used for many, many different things. From the sound of it, some of that magical energy could have been going into maintaining many of these sorts of prisons, for lack of a better term, regenerate. They could, if they get damaged, they heal themselves. Magical energy like that could be used to maintain a scar.
Oh, so they were using those weird necrotic mist spires to power the rituals to keep the seal weak as they kept striking it with this dagger.
I'm not sure, but it seems like that's a possibility.
And there was a Dream Eater over at Blood Anchor Island that we took care of. Almost everybody there is dead. Actually, I think everybody there is dead. The Dream Eater ate them.
That's unfortunate.
We were
Everybody
unable
except
to
for
investigate
Agni.
the shrine. Oh yes, Agni.
Yeah,
Okay.
we encountered some snake people. They didn't seem very
Yonti,
happy.
or
Yonti haven't been seen here in ever, really.
We
Yeah.
killed a whole bunch of them over by whatever. I just point. Is there a map in here?
Yeah. Sorry, that produces a map.
Cool. I'll just point at the island
Blood
and say
Anchor.
we call that Dead Snake Island. All the Yuan-Ti were there, and they were trying to. One of them impersonated Ta, and we think that they might be impersonating other people as well.
Do you know who?
No. Ta?
Agni? Wait,
They impersonated him.
Yeah, it would be the Marine.
Oh, what was his name? Isig? Something Isig.
yeah, Isig.
Also, one of the more important notes, the dealer and also
Yes.
his accomplice also transformed into those soul gems, and seemingly made it through the portal of whatever they were.
It looked like they went
using.
into the fire plane.
From what we can tell, yeah, they are no longer on this plane of existence.
Or would I know that, like, seeing it, and with my
Yeah,
There's a
you
lot of
would-
fire down there.
It
Yeah.
was a lot of fire. You could
we
have
deduced
made
it.
that assumption. So he sort of looks over and goes, well, it's disconcerting to not know exactly where they are. Knowing they're not on this plane, it's a bit of a relief, honestly.
Oh, we were so close to killing them.
Yeah,
But if we don't know what these black gems are, we don't know how to combat them. We don't know what they do.
Sir
We need to
Atris,
study this for some time.
With your knowledge of necromancy and magic of the sort, it would probably take some time for someone to come back from something like this. Right?
Yes. With that 20, can I just recall? I think it acts like a phylactery.
You wouldn't necessarily know that.
Yeah.
You saw that it was buried in their chests, basically, and they turned to ash around it. That's about as much as you know. I mean, you're not a wizard, and you're not a scholar of that sort of thing. But
as a paladin who also fights undead?
what?
Yeah, you don't know. No, that's what the 90.
I mean,
that's
nat
not part of
20
my
means
life.
you recall everything that you would know. But
Problem is, you don't know much.
yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So you're pretty sure that there's something, like, you're pretty sure that those guys were not the greatest of all people, pretty evil, and that this is tied to them somehow, but you're not entirely sure how, beyond that these gems were located in their chest cavities, and when they died, the gems were still there.
I feel like a lot of this, I'll say this in character, I feel like a lot of this leads back to Praven. We came across Selmac, who's apparently part of the Silcerity. The dealer, we had our first run-in with him there. He's part of it. I feel like there's more information to be gained by possibly going back there.
Yes, that might be the case.
Oh, right. Those weird hound ghost leviathan thingies.
What?
Yes, the hunting horrors.
Hunting horrors. Yeah.
And that orc army we assumed was there is also gone. The ships are completely gone.
Yeah. The fleet is back, right? Can we have maybe larger scouting parties look for a fleet?
We will
broken down.
We will
ships?
certainly send out. Now that we actually understand, we will send out a patrol to patrol that area in general, at a minimum, and keep an eye on it.
No.
This is disconcerting if you're saying that there's an army.
We definitely can't afford to send out 1 or 2 ships to islands like we did before. That didn't work.
Right.
Oh yeah,
We'll send a task force.
They are taking children and using them in their army, or I don't know. We just
Children?
saw a couple kids.
Half-orc children, from what we saw, right? They were all half-orc?
Just like Vora.
Yeah, Vora is with you. She's sort of cowering in the corner at the moment because it's new people, new place, way too many books.
Maybe bring her forward and just be like this one. I'm not sure how much information she has, but she was one of their captives for a long while.
She doesn't speak. I think she only speaks half-orc, maybe common. I'm not sure.
I think she speaks common.
She speaks orcish and maybe common. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
She does speak common, but she at the time was told not to speak in common, so she only spoke in orcish. She just sort of at this point, you sort of point to her, and she immediately sort of dives behind your leg, Ta. Just try to kind of hide. She's just And Soria,
Tal is apparently a father now.
yeah. So as you explain that her siblings and many others at her age were taken for some reason, you're not entirely sure, that there was, there was they, yeah. What exactly would you say beyond, they're stealing half-orc children, or both orc and half-orc children? You probably would have seen full orc children too
They might
at
be
one point or
converting
another.
them to those fiend hybrids too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you sort of say, show the note about how they've got quotas. See here. And yeah, and that they were headed to that North Island. Soria sort of looks over to you and says, "It seems like much of this is connected. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I'll have to call the council."
Probably send a quick task force over to the Three Sisters to make sure it's secure.
Yes.
I'll need a
I'll
meeting
certainly
with
do.
Grey Beach at some point. If we can talk to Trary and maybe get that to happen.
Yes, I do have a question for the druids and Trary as well.
I can. You may speak to Terrari shortly. For the moment, however, I think I'll need to call the council if what all of you say proves true. This could be very bad. However, I would ask that I could borrow, at least to study, that gem and that dagger. They seem to be connected somehow. And if we can figure out how they're breaking free, these things, then perhaps we can stop it. I'm not sure that that's necessarily the best idea, but I'd rather know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just like wrap the dagger in the cloth and hand it over to her hilt first.
Okay. Yeah, you hand it to her, and she holds it very gingerly and sort of sets it in a box that she sort of pulls out from underneath the stone table itself.
Oh, Bramnik, how about that plate armor you found at that tomb?
I've got some plans for that. Don't worry.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Whip.
can ask about it for sure or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull it out and sort of show it, and neither Soria nor Atris really know what it is. Say, I'm sure we can find someone who would know what it is, but not so sure.
Is there like a preferred blacksmith to the kingdom? Someone that's really knowledgeable about metals and crafting?
We have someone who just came into town. I don't know the name, but we can.
Oh hey, we can go check out that blacksmith who helped you forge.
I'll send you. I'll send you that way shortly.
Okay.
So as for the whip, when you pull that out, she sort of looks at it and goes, "This is not the same thing. Now this is powerful in its own way, but
yeah, I'm gonna
it's not
spend
the
some
same
time
thing.
with it. It spoke to me.
No, wrong whip.
This is the
the other
The
whip.
life
Okay.
stealing whip. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you were talking about Sylvain. Sorry.
No, this is the life-stealing whip. Looks like shards of some sort of, nasty necrotic crystal.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll just whisper or I'll just tell Bramnick, hey, we could always go back to that Gregory Valhorn guy who helped us with the other stuff too.
With the axe.
Yeah, the blacksmith.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Like I said, I need to call the rest of the council and we can discuss anything further. However, if you'd follow me for the moment, until they get here, I have something else.
Of course.
Ruh-roh.
Alright.
Alright, gonna go ahead and mark the two halves of an orc fiend hybrid head off of my and the soul gem off of my treasures.
Alright. So, at this point, you get led down a long staircase.
Don't touch me there. You're not my
Hallway.
priest.
Into a long hallway, into a room of glowing soft blue light, with a statue in the center of a woman holding scales. Over the course of that time, Archmage Atris soon enters and calls Nyx into one room.
Bye.
Lady Ordis calls Corellian into another room.
Yay.
Terrari pulls Bramnick into another. Let's see here.
See you later.
I remember who did it. Yeah. I believe only one of you would have actually seen it. But a short dwarf enters the room, named Biggs, if you remember him, and pulls Ta into another room, and then Kara and Sid pull Birdie into another. Time passes.
We all float down
Those,
here.
yeah, pretty much. Well, you guys all know what happened, and your individuals. So.
Nope, sorry, I don't remember.
Well, that's too fucking bad. Then you lose all that
I'm
stuff.
invincible.
I've
In the
gained 5
meantime,
levels.
I'm a golden
Right.
god.
pretty much. But after some time, none of you are quite sure how long. All of the doors open into the room, or back into the room. So, start at the top of the list. If anything has changed, you can say what has changed. So, Belias, down. You can, if you'd like.
I'm just gonna crack my whip that is now attuned to me, Sylvain, and then roll it up, stick it on my hip, and be like, "I'm pretty badass."
Not bad.
And be like,
Next.
by the way, I've got this useless axe now. If anybody wants it, if not, we can sell it and return the money back to the party funds and give Corellian back his money that he gave me to help with it.
I don't know, but that seems like it'd come in handy if we were never in a fist fight and you
Yeah.
need something.
Well, that's what I've got this whip for now.
I mean, that thing crit. I mean, when that thing will like get an extra swing out.
I guess I don't have to be attuned to the axe, do I?
Nope,
It's just a badass axe.
it just does it by itself.
Okay. I'll ponder it. But I don't want to divulge anything else. I want it to be a surprise.
Oh, Nyx.
Yep. So next, as you walk in, are you gonna? What's changed, if anything? Is anything obvious? Might not be.
No. Well, the only thing is, I guess, Nyx walked
be-
in with her familiar, and she walked out without it.
Oh,
There's no familiar there anymore, for whatever reason. Corellian?
Enough of your shit.
I've got this brand new halberd with the badass blade and a boar spike on the end of it with gems.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. So Ta, are you going to have noticed or not? You want me to roll you a perception check to see if you do? All right, Ta's perception.
Oh boy.
Disadvantage. Negative
-1.
10.
Let's see. Where is this perception? There it is. Jesus.
Not bad.
That's decent.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
You kind of notice it out of the corner of your eye. You don't necessarily have to get up, but
Can we see Ta if we look into the door? Like, is he in like line of sight?
okay. Yeah. So I guess he is gonna get up.
Okay.
And head out of another room very similar to yours, each of yours. But something, yeah. Let you type it in text. Yeah. He's got this shield.
Ooh.
Can
new
I
shield.
my
slightly
perception
glowing.
check the shield? Like
It would be
knowing-
investigation.
or investigate, like, does it look familiar to me? Like the metal?
The metal does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it's investigation.
Yeah.
Having some familiarity, would I have advantage?
No.
Damn it.
I'm not sure where the hell he got it. I was just gonna say, yeah, you could figure it out initially, but because of that roll, no.
Nope.
You're not sure where he got the metal from, but it looks a lot like the metal that you found. So maybe he found another source. Who knows?
I fucking
Yep. But as
out of
Ta
character,
sort
I
of,
hate you.
as he turns around and starts walking out, you see 4 small, very small wisps of light disperse and fade into the darkness, and he exits his room. And Birdie.
All your stuff's kind of cool, I guess. I hold out this rifle and just grin.
Yeah, so Birdie now has a rifle.
I'm not impressed.
Ooh, Birdie, you're gonna have to show me those little cannonball thingies you put in those.
Nope.
Let's see.
Sorry,
Why?
can't.
Rude.
It's probably
Yeah.
they probably have them on the same boat that they put the Marines under. Can't share the
Okay.
secrets.
So as you guys exit, there's no one else in the room. Really.
No one's waiting for us to exit. It's just
No,
the 5
it's
of
just
us?
all the doors are open. All the doors that you guys were in anyway are open, and the path is of course there and open, and heads up. But nobody's necessarily waiting for you at the moment.
Can
Well,
we
that's
say that
kind of rude.
during my 1v1 one-on-one with Trary, could I have passed along any concerns that I had to give to Grey Beach, and just have
before you
him
left.
fill Grey Beach in and tell him, like, we tried to take care of everything, we think everything's okay now, please stop
Yeah.
holding a grudge.
Yeah, I'll say you could have done that. You had enough time to do it, so. But at this point, you're just kind of in this room.
At this point, I gotta go. But
Yep,
before I go,
that's
just real
fine.
quick, I just want to get that framing stuff done for the ship in my room, and
Yep.
start that process that we talked about.
Okay, yeah, we'll
So-
say that you managed to get that wood framing, at some point. But
Yeah. And
it's actually been 3.5 hours, so we might wrap up a little early this time and then pick it up next time with future stuffs. But
Cancel.
Cool.
GG's, guys. I gotta go. Have a good
Later.
rest of your day.
Later.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Because it'd be nice if we could all talk.
Yeah.
No, but like it's fine. It just is what it is. Sucks that your flight got canceled.
Bad Saber.
Yeah.
Shame
You
on
should
you.
have beaten the airline attendant down
Yep.
until they finally let you, board a plane and fly.
You should have just taken a plane
all your
itself
fault.
and flew over.
Should have stolen a plane. That's basically what
Yep.
we're saying.
This game is important. You should have known that.
Or you should teach
Yeah,
practical aeronautics so they know why you can still fly. You know?
Yeah, it's nuts that they don't get snow, but whatever.
So same time next Sunday then.
Yeah, I think we're gonna aim for Sunday at about noon. So same time, but on Sunday. We'll
Okay.
try that out, and if we run into issues, we can figure out what we need to do from there. But yeah. Also, Saber, question: do you have anything do you have any day off at all during the week, or do you have a work-related thing on every day of the week? Because I think you have something every day of the week now.
Really?
Yeah, weekdays are always work, and then now Saturday you have a 4-hour block for StarMate, and then Sunday you have the meeting.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, that is stupid. Not on your part, on their part. They need to give you a day. Like, there's no fucking way. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And if they can't figure out, if they can't fix that, that's them. Yeah, I know, but still.
All right. Well, that's been it for this week's episode.
So,
D&D.
yeah.
Catch you all later.
So, going forward next time, what I would like from you guys is to figure out, at this point, you guys are all in a room together. You guys can kind of discuss what you want to do next. If you guys want to, start pitching ideas and stuff, like, it would really help me out, because if I have a rough idea of where you guys want to go, I can at least prepare.